guys, and welcome back to the Tim's Sports Talk. And we got another play-by-play here on Thursday Night Football. We have the Atlanta Falcons traveling just a little bit north up to the Carolinas to face the Panthers. And we have a really weird matchup today, right? We have Marcus Mariota versus PJ Walker. That is not the two quarterbacks that two teams would want normally starting on their teams, but that's what we have. Atlanta right now sits atop, tied with the Bucs in the AFC South. Carolina 2-7. They fired their head coach Matt Rule earlier this year. Falcons are 2.5-point favorites. I think that's pretty low, honestly. I mean, they did win by 3 last time, but I think this time they just faced each other 2 weeks, and it was a crazy overtime game. Carolina should have won the game, but I think Atlanta is the better football team, and I think they take down this game relatively easy, maybe even by 7 or 10 points. We'll see what the final score will be, but an over-under 41.5, I think that's also pretty low. I would probably bet on both of those, actually. I'm about to do it if I have time. Do I have time? Parlays, Atlanta, over, pick, this, 30, finalized. All right. Went ahead and bet on the Atlanta Falcons and the over. I think that's a pretty easy bet, honestly, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, what's up, everybody in the chat? Hope you guys had a great day. And we're going into already week 10 of the NFL season. Where is the time gone? Week 10 already. That is incredible. But that's what's going on. Atlanta Falcons versus the Carolina Panthers. All right. We haven't watched either of these teams. I don't think either of these teams have played a primetime video or a primetime game yet, if I remember correctly. So this will be the first time we've watched both of these teams this season. Haven't seen Drake London play yet. But Cordero Patterson is back, of course, from injury, and he had an incredible game last week. And I don't think he was there when they faced the Carolina Panthers before. But we'll see where this ends up. Eddie Pinheiro about to kick off to the Falcons here. And we'll see how it goes. All right, early voting on the poll. Falcons over the Panthers, but here we go. Pinheiro into kicking away, and there's the kick. And it will be caught inside the 5, and Cordero Patterson, the return man, he's going to get a decent gain up to the 27-yard line, but there is a flag on the play. This might be pushing the Falcons back. Let's see what the flag is. Holding return team, yep. Number 28, move them back. So first down in Atlanta, but now it's going to be backed up to their own 17-yard line due to the penalty. Marcus Mariota, former number 2 overall pick. I believe it was the 2015 draft or 2016, one of the two, right behind Jameis Winston. Didn't work out in Tennessee, moved to the Raiders, and now in Atlanta, finds a starting role. All right, he's in the pistol to start this game. Patterson in the backfield with him. 3 receivers to the right at their own 17-yard line. Takes the snap, handoff to the right side is Patterson, and Patterson tries to cut back, and he will. Nice cut, jump cut there to get a gain of about 4 on the first down. That looked like it could have been a gain of nothing. Patterson has actually become a pretty solid running back in the league. He's been more of a gadget guy throughout his career. He's getting older now. How old is Cordero Patterson? He is 31 years old, and he's really finding a niche at running back. I believe he was even a receiver when starting, mostly a kick returner, though. In the pistol again here at the 20-yard line. Mariota puts a man in motion, takes a snap. Play action. Mariota looking, setting up a screen, doesn't like it, and he does have to just throw it into the dirt, looking for Kyle Pitts. But incomplete. Oh, and another flag on the play. Uh-oh. Couple of flags early on here for Atlanta. And it's going to be an ineligible man downfield because it was supposed to be a screen, but he threw it too late. Yep. Offense, number 70. Penalty is declined, though. Interesting. So that one's a 3rd and 7 instead of a 2nd and 13. Wow. Matthews. Apparently his wife gave birth recently or yesterday and he had to fly home. Wild. Here we go. 2 receivers to each side. Scans the field. Blitz coming and he has to get rid of it and finds a man. And it is Kyle Pitts, the number 4 overall pick 2 years ago. Kyle Pitts had 1,000 yards in his rookie season, which is very rare for a first-year tight end. A lot of these tight ends that you can think of that are great usually have a slow start, believe it or not, to their career. And he actually had 1,000 yards in his first season, but I believe only 1 or 2 touchdowns or something crazy like that. Couldn't really find the end zone. Then this year, he's really slowed down, having a sophomore slump. But still a super talented dude after Florida. So up to the 30-yard line. In the pistol is Mariota. Fullback on his left takes the snap. Handoff to the left side is Huntley, and Huntley has nowhere to go. He's going to lose a yard on this play. A nice tackle there by Luvu. What up, Hawk? How you doing today, man? All right, so it's going to be 2nd and 11 at their own 29-yard line now for the Falcons. What a play by Shaq Thompson there. Just absolutely beating the guard to the spot and easy money there. That's really good defensive play to fit his hole and fit it nicely. Nice tackle as well. 2nd and 11. Mariota under center. Cordero Patterson back in the game. Hands off to the left side. And he's only going to get a gain of 2. And now we're looking at 3rd and 9 for the Falcons. They did complete the 3rd and 7. Can they do it again? Steve Wilks stays in the running for head coach for the Panthers win. We'll see. Steve Wilks has had a head coaching experience in the past. I believe he was the one in Arizona, if I remember correctly. All right, Mariota in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right. On 3rd and 9 at their own 31-yard line. Got to get to the 40. See what they got. Mariota kicks that leg up. We got 4 down linemen, and we're going to send a little bit of a blitz, faking the screen to the left, or excuse me, to the right, and they're setting up the screen to the left, but it gets sniffed out immediately by Shaq Thompson. Good defense there by Carolina, and we're going to see a punt on the opening drive for the Falcons. This defense is looking strong to start the game for Carolina. There's not been much here for the Falcons. They did have that one nice pass on that 3rd and 7, but other than that, they've been getting stifled. All right, there's the punt. And it's not a very good punt at all. It bounces around the 32-yard line, and that's exactly where it will be downed. Unfortunately, for the Falcons, it did not take a good bounce. Instead, just stayed put. So the Panthers will fortunately get some good field position for themselves. So 32-yard line is where P.J. Walker in the offense will come onto the field. They traded away Christian McCaffrey a couple of weeks ago. So this Carolina offense is definitely a bit of a struggle, right? They still have DJ Moore, who's very, very talented. I like Tommy Trimble as a young tight end, but Chuba Hubbard has not really panned out of Oklahoma State as a solid running back at all. But yeah, I don't know, man. This Carolina Panthers offense may struggle. But we'll see. As I said, just a couple of weeks ago, this was a shootout. What was it, 34-31 in overtime? 37-34 in overtime. Did they start hot or what? I remember it was crazy, but let's see. Actually, no, both teams started off slow. You had an interception that went into a punt. How deep was the interception? Pass deep middle. Intercepted by Bird. Jackson at the Carolina 20. for no gain. So Mariota went really deep all the way to the Carolina other end of the 20-yard line for an interception. But then it was a punt, field goal, punt. And then the points started flying in here. You see a touchdown and back-to-back touchdowns between the two teams. You had an interception touchdown just before the half. And a bunch more touchdowns in the second half. The scoring really exploded then. So, slow start last time. Looks like it's going to be a slow start this time, at least for the Falcons' sake. We'll see what happens with the Panthers here on their first drive when we get there. Interesting. Only a few viewers tonight. I wonder what's going on. Oh, well. Wonder if did it share to my Discord? Yeah, it did. All right, here we go. Man in motion, under centers. PJ Walker takes a snap, handoff up the middle here, and it will be a nice run up for a gain of about 4, maybe 5, depending on the spot. PJ Walker played in the XFL a few years ago for the Houston Roughnecks. He's now found a spot in Carolina as a backup, but has come in and started a couple of games due to injury, like last year when Sam Darnold went down. This year, Baker Mayfield. So PJ Walker, for now in the starting lineup. They may go to Sam Darnold or Baker when they come back from injury, but we'll see. Under center takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here, and it will be falling forward and a decent gain again. Another 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 2 for the Panthers. Trying to commit to the run game early. They have Deontay Foreman. I believe he was a 2nd-round pick for Houston. 3rd-round pick for Houston in 2017. Never really panned out there. There was a lot of expectations for this dude as well when he first got there, but didn't pan out. Now he's got a shot here with no more CMC in Carolina. Let's see if he can make something happen. But here we go. We're going to take a snap, handoff up the middle, and he will get the first down, diving ahead for a gain of 2, and it will move the chains. 1st and 10, Carolina. 3 straight runs. Ben McAdoo, former head coach of the Giants, takes the snap, handoff up the middle. Ben McAdoo is the offensive coordinator for the Panthers. 9.5 to go here in the first quarter. Let's see what we got. Grady Jarrett. All right. Puts a man in motion. 2 receivers to each side now. At their own 40-yard line, takes a snap. Drops back to pass. Looking, throwing it over to the middle of the left side, and it's going to be caught by DJ Moore. And it's going to be for a first down. Gains about maybe 17, 18 yards on 2nd down. Move the chains. Let's see how far it goes. They started at the 40. He was out of bounds, somewhere around the other 40? Yep, right at the other 40. So it'll be a 20-yard gain for DJ Moore. Not very good coverage there by Hill. He got way turned around. Easy route there. Nice, well done. 2 receivers to each side. Walker puts a man in motion, takes a snap. Handoff up the middle, and good running here. And it's Chuba Hubbard. And he will get a gain of 12. Or is it Hubbard? I believe it's Hubbard. No, it's not Hubbard. Excuse me. It's a rookie. Blackshear. Blackshear looks like a tiny little guy, but he was running hard there. Gets a 12-yard run. How big is Blackshear? He is not big at all. 5'9", 190. Jeez. Puts a man in motion. 2 receivers to each side. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle again for Blackshear, and this time nowhere to go. It is Horn making the tackle for no gain. It'll be 2nd down and 10. %83% of you are picking the Falcons. I'm with you guys. I got the Falcons, but it may be a quick score here for Carolina. I do have the over, though, of 41, or 41.5, so I'm not mad at points if that's what happens. Here we go at the 28-yard line. Takes a snap, looking, setting up, going for the end zone, going deep, and almost picked off and somehow just dropped by Atlanta. Hill had an easy interception, just went right into his chest, and that's the reason he plays defensive back, right? That's the stereotype. He's in perfect position. Not sure what P.J. Walker was really looking at. The guy was there the whole time, and Hill could not haul it in. I mean, you can't ask for an easier pick than that. Jeez. Hit him right in the chest. Can't believe I had the pleasure to watch the 2 best teams in the NFL battle it out. Uh-oh. What up, Just Now? How you doing? 3 receivers to the left. Takes the snap. Blitz coming. Pressure immediately. Throwing it over the middle and never looking for it is Tommy Tremble. Tommy Tremble, a guy that I was actually impressed with coming out of Notre Dame, never gave his quarterback a receiving option there. He had to get rid of it because the linebacker was coming right up the middle in the blitz. Didn't give his man a target, and he just ran right past the football, incomplete. And Eddie Pinheiro will come in for the field goal attempt. He's 14 for 16 tonight, on the year. It's a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. We have the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is off the post, but good. He hits the left upright. Wow, somehow that thing did not curve outside. You see a lot of times you get the hook on it, or you see it fade in, but that thing stayed relatively straight right off the foot of Pinheiro, hits off the inside of the left upright, and finds a way through. So Carolina will get the first lead of the game here, 3-0 on their first possession. Atlanta already had one. We'll see what happens on their second. But what's up, man? All right. Carolina was definitely stingy on that first drive. How did Mariota only have 5 yards on that first play? Am I crazy? He got a first down on a 3rd and 7 through the air. Oh, he passed one short for -5. Oh, that's right. That screen pass that got taken. I was about to say, okay, there's no way he only had 5 yards, but of course he lost 5 yards on another play. So, yeah, he threw one to Kyle Pitts for 10, and the other one was a loss. Okay, that makes more sense. I'm like, what? That was definitely weird. All right, people starting to show up now. I guess maybe just not notified or what? What's up, everybody? I'm like an hour away. Ooh. Did I just scratch my nose and start bleeding? Oops. Oops. What up, Chris? How you doing, man? Just got a commercial break here. So Carolina will kick it off to Atlanta to start their second drive. Jeez, they're just showing the craziness of. It was a 99% chance Atlanta was going to win before the touchdown to DJ Moore. But then it went down to a 14% chance when it came to the touchdown after the penalty, right, that Atlanta was going to win. But then the missed extra point made it basically a 50-50 shot. Then Carolina got the ball first. And Cordero Patterson with the return. On the return, gets up to about the 34-yard line, had one man to beat, couldn't get it past him, ends up getting tripped up. But Mariota will have good field position here at their own 33, 34-yard line. But yeah, anyway, so then Carolina got the ball first, so then it went to like another 20% chance Atlanta was going to win, but then Atlanta ends up taking the W and winning. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I'm really good. I made a trade for Devontae Adams today. Wow, well done. What's up, DC Gamer? What'd you miss? Well, you missed a field goal from Carolina and a punt from Atlanta. But here's Atlanta with the football. And Mariota in the shotgun, puts a man in motion, takes a snap, and he's going to keep it, running to the left side. And the Drake London completely misses his block and only lets Mariota get a gain of only about 2 or 3 yards. If London was able to get that block, maybe Mariota could have been still running. But London, first round pick number 8. Or 9, one of the two. 8 or 9, whatever Atlanta's pick was. I think it was pick 8. And then it's going to hand off now. And nowhere to go is Algier. He loses 2 yards. Brown on the tackle. So now it's going to be another long third down for Atlanta. But Drake London, first round pick out of USC. Didn't do much at the combine. Decided not to run or do very much. He just decided to rest on what he's capable of. And he ends up, it paid off. He got a big draft pick. He started off a little bit hot for Atlanta, but has cooled off as of late. Let's see if he can pick it up. Mariota takes a snap, blitz coming, steps up, and throwing it over the middle, and it's going to be caught by Bird. Damiere Byrd will catch it cross midfield, gets up to about the 47-yard line here for Atlanta. It looks like it is raining. I think this is the remnants of that hurricane. I guess the hurricane didn't really do much because I didn't hear anything about it as far as like a big hit to anywhere. Hopefully everybody's okay from the hurricane, but it is getting a little bit rainy here. Takes a snap, now rolling to his right after the play action, and he's going to get a catch, but does Bird make the grab, or was he out of bounds? And it is incomplete. I think there was a little bobble there before he actually picked up one of his feet, so he did not have possession of it when he goes out of bounds, so it does go incomplete there. 2nd and 10 now for Atlanta. Opinion on Kyle Pitts? Kyle Pitts is an extremely talented tight end, and he's got a bright future. He's got a rough go of it right now with Mariota and company, and I'm not. And it looks like Atlanta is just not getting in the football. I'm not sure, but I haven't watched much of them this year. They haven't played on prime time yet. Mariota takes the snap, play action, looking at throwing it to the left side. It will be caught by Hodge, excuse me. And it will be enough for the first down. Another gain of 12. And here come the Falcons on their second drive. He is the next coming of Travis Kelce. Yeah, not quite. He's more like Darren Waller type of player. Not a guy that can block or, like maybe he's not a complete tight end, really. Mariota in the shotgun. Takes a snap, hand off to the left side, and it will fall forward for maybe a gain of a half yard or so by Algier. 2nd down and 9.5 coming up for the Falcons. But yeah, Kyle Pitts, he's more in that, Jordan Reed area of player. Extreme athlete, great route runner, tremendous receiving tight end, but not really an all-around tight end, is my understanding. But he can definitely be a top-notch tight end, especially if he learns to block at a high clip. Looks like a little bit slim frame, though, too. Here we go. Takes a snap, pitch play here for Cordero, and Cordero is not going to get anything on 2nd and 9.5. He may get another yard or so. And 3rd down and relatively long. I thought Drake would have a lot better than he has been. I was never a fan of Drake London. I was very happy that we did not end up with him. He's a big-bodied dude that doesn't get a whole lot of separation, not the quickest dude. And it was going to be interesting how his game translated to the next level. A lot of times they were comparing him to like a Mike Evans, but it's not good to be Mike Evans. And I'll tell you why in a second here. But 3rd and 9, Mariota changed the play, switches his running back over, and now get a whole shift. 3 receivers to the right now, takes a snap, pumping, rolling to his right, looking, trying to buy time, and he does complete the pass to Kyle Pitts, gains about 10, but there is a flag on the play. It looks like it's in the area of holding, or is it an illegal hands to the face? It is holding offense number 66, and that'll move. It is Gossett who gets called for the holding. So instead of a first down, it'll be now 3rd and 18 after the penalty. But you don't want to be compared to Mike Evans unless you are actually Mike Evans. And what I mean by that is he has like a stupid long wingspan. He's like 35-inch arms, which is insane, which is longer than most tackles at the NFL. But here we go. Mariota in the shotgun on 3rd and 19 now. Takes a snap, drops back, looking, pumping, now rolling to his right, trying to escape the pressure. He does, but there's another holding, and he's going deep. And it's going to be another dropped pick. This one's coming from Carolina. Woods had a clean look at it, and it's incomplete. It's another holding, though, anyway. And Atlanta's going to be forced to punt because I'm sure this one's going to be declined with 4th and 19 coming in incomplete. But, oh no, Mike Evans is on my fantasy team. LOL, don't tell me. No, so Mike Evans, and the reason he's had 1,000 yards for like 8 seasons in a row or whatever it is, Mike Evans is an absolute stud, but it's because he has 35-inch arms. He's a legit 6'5" body. Let's see what the call is. One foul on the play, holding, offense. So back-to-back holdings on the same player, but this one's declined. 3rd left guard, apparently. Not very good. This game's a toilet bowl of teams, right? But yeah, so Mike Evans is a guy that you can legit throw it up to on almost any corner, and he's just going to go up and go get it because he's that much bigger than everybody else. Where Drake London, they were like, oh yeah, he's 6'5", and he's all this. No, he's only about 6'3", which is still solid size. 6'3", though, with like 33-inch arms, but if he's still not big enough to just take over and be way bigger than whoever he's going against, right? Mike Evans is basically a tight end size player, but a legit NFL receiver as well. But anyway, what's up, everybody? We wanted Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave, or Kyle Hamilton. True. Yeah, I definitely wanted... Did you want Draft London out? No, I did not want Draft London. I wanted... If I was going to go to receiver, I did not want to go receiver, okay? But if I was going to go receiver, I wanted Garrett Wilson. And unfortunately, he went one spot ahead of us. But Garrett Wilson's a guy that I watched at Ohio State, watched the film on, and this guy, he could slip tackles. He plays with a tremendous toughness. He's got great hands, tremendous speed, like the whole nine this guy had, except for great size, but he played bigger than his size with his toughness when you watched him at Ohio State. Where you watched Olave, he was more of a silky smooth type of receiver. He wasn't a guy that was really going to slip a bunch of tackles. He didn't have a lot of yards after catch at all. And he was a great route runner, but I did not want Olave at all in the first round. And honestly, I'm glad we ended up with Jahan Dotson over Olave. And once Jahan Dotson comes back, I think Jahan Dotson's a slightly better version of Olave. Now, I did not want Dotson either, okay? So I did not want either one of those. But at least we were able to trade back and get a better player than just taking Olave at pick 11. Not that I thought Olave was a bad receiver. I liked Olave more than I liked Drake London coming out. Pick 11 or pick 16 or whatever for me for Chris Olave was just a bit too much that I didn't like it. And I know Olave is doing great in the league, so this is not a hindsight 2020 thing. This is my honest opinions on them coming out of college. This was where I saw them. Darius Slade, James Bradbury ranked the top cornerback duo in the league this year in coverage. Monday night's going to be fun. Yeah, that is probably one of the better duos, if not the best duo. I don't know if another, I don't know, do Jets have a good second corner? Probably not. But yeah, they're definitely up there. What up, T-Reaper? We are in a world where Falcons, Bears, Jets, Seahawks, Commanders, Giants are better than the Packers. True. Here we go. Takes a snap. Quick throw over to the right side is DJ Moore, and DJ Moore will get tackled immediately for a loss of 1. They went out, tried to throw it outside real quick, but good read by the corner. And it is nothing on that play. But honestly, Seahawks being better than the Packers is not that surprising. I mean, it is this season, but over the last decade, I mean, there's been years that Seahawks have definitely been better than the Packers with Russell Wilson and the Legion of Boom and some peeps. But the other one's definitely weird. Here we go. Takes a snap. Handoff to the right side is Foreman, and Foreman finds a nice crease, and it's another great run by Foreman, and he's up for a gain of about 12, 13 yards. And Foreman, after that one, Carolina is running really well right now. After that is counted, it'll be 7 carries for about 33 yards. So solid start or 35 yards, they say. That's right. And so that's 5 yards a carry. Carolina's averaging right now. Here we go. Man goes in motion. In the shotgun is Walker. At the 22-yard line. Takes the snap, drops back. Looking, quick throw over to the left side, and he's going to somehow not get hit immediately. Fenton makes the tackle, but he actually turns that into a decent-sized gain of about 7 or so. Somehow, some way does that, because I don't know how in the world he wasn't just absolutely creamed right at the beginning. But we're about to be at 1 minute left here in the first quarter. Panthers have the ball. 2nd and 2, so it was a gain of 8. Up 3-0 right now. Are we winning yet? Yeah, we're in it. All right. PJ Walker puts a man in motion, takes a snap, play action, quick throw over to the right side, and he will, find a way to get to the first down marker. Man, Atlanta struggling to tackle and not allow them to get extra yard, or will they be just short? No, they're going to be just short. The spot is not friendly to Carolina. It should have been a tackle for no gain. You had 2 guys there, but somehow he does slip through and get a couple of yards. What a bod. Seahawks rob Denver. Yeah. Tim, what position do you feel the Commanders will pick in the first round next year? If I were to guess, I think they take a quarterback. If I were to guess, I think that's where they go. If we have new coaches, we will pick a QB. If not, who the heck knows? I think we even take a quarterback if we have Ron, because I don't think that the Carson Wentz experiment really worked out. Unless basically it's either going to be a rookie as our quarterback or Carson Wentz. And honestly, even if there's no way we keep both, because we're not paying a dude $27 million to be a backup. But yeah, so I think it's either Carson Wentz or a rookie will be our starting quarterback. I don't think that Sam Howell earns the job. Yeah, we're going to draft an offensive coordinator, yeah. I still wish we traded back 2 times and still want to know what in the second trade back offers were. I think the Green Bay Packers offer, I think they wanted their first and second, but the Packers are only willing to give up their first and a fourth to move back, I think, and so they decided it was just not worth it. We have a new coach. Sorry, Geno's for MVP. Yeah, no, thank you. Probably someone who will be a second string, right? Keep pounding. What's up, Jason? So far, so good for your Panthers. Actually, Jalen Hurts for MVP. Maybe. Josh Allen, who knows how long he's going to miss. Now, who else would be an MVP caliber player? Maybe Mahomes? Yeah, I don't know. Can't stay, but wanted to drop and leave a like. I appreciate that, gaming. Hexies? And let you know you do some awesome play-by-plays, man. Thanks, bro. Appreciate the nice words. I think you needed a QB 2 or 3 years ago. You think? Yeah, I kind of feel they're going to draft a quarterback too. Yeah. If Allen needs Tommy John, he will be out for the year. Oh, absolutely. Tommy John is no joke. Who will win the game? That's what the poll is. And right now, 71% of you are picking the Falcons tonight. But Carolina's starting off this game looking pretty solid. We're about to start the second quarter. Carolina has the ball, and they're currently up by 3 at their own 31-yard line, or 3rd and inches here. PJ Walker understood they're going to do a QB sneak, and that is easy money. Oh my goodness, the nose tackle got taken for an absolute ride on that play. And the Atlanta defense is looking very suspect right now. Very suspect. Dean Pease, the Falcons defensive coordinator. Skin them alive, bet the Panthers. Interesting. Here we go. PJ Walker takes a snap. Handoff to the right side is Deontay Foreman. And Deontay Foreman will get a gain of about 3, maybe 4. Hey, Tim, usual Panthers fan. What's up, bro? Already know who I'm going for. That's right. Hashtag keep pounding. Well, actually, we needed a different QB than we drafted. True, we did draft a QB. That's true. Hey, Tim, if you had to guess who will be the QB for Washington next year, it's either a rookie or Carson Wentz. If Carson Wentz comes back and plays well, maybe he stays. Walker under center takes the snap. Handoff up the middle for Foreman, and Foreman gets a nice crease and barreling through. Foreman with another nice carry. Gains about 9-10 yards on the run. And this Carolina team rushing the football right now is killing it with just about 5 yards a carry, and very consistent 5 yards a carry at that. Panthers are a simple pick tonight. 70% of these people don't know what they're doing. Fair enough. I'm one of them. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle, and it will fall forward. Foreman for a gain of 2. Yeah, that is massive, and it feels so bad for Buffalo fans. They actually thought they had something going, and has there ever been a fan base more beat up than the Buffalo Bills? Imagine going to 4 straight Super Bowls and losing all of them. That is just brutal. PJ Walker under center takes a snap, handoff up the middle, and Hubbard will fall forward for a gain of 3 or 4. But now it's like, all right, as soon as you get some hope, and then it's just ripped from you. I don't know. That sucks. Yeah, but have Lions really had hope? Because that's the bad part, is when you have hope and it just keeps getting ripped from you. I feel like that's worse than just being in terminal darkness. Those Carolina helmets look nice. The black jumps with the Panther slashes. 3rd and 4. Puts DJ Moore in motion, takes the snap, looking his way, and he's open, and he will get the first down and go out of bounds after a gain of 10. Skin the Lives says, trap game, boys. Clearly. So far, so true. And they just look like the better team so far. They're just outworking them. They just look like a tougher team, more prepared. Everything. Sanford Megatron was hope. I guess there was a little bit of hope there. A little bit. But they were never, even with that duo, they were never the Bills. Takes a snap, handoff up the middle, and Blackshear will get a gain of about 4, maybe 5. Like, Buffalo Bills was the consensus #1 team throughout the league. They had the #1 ranked defense and #1 ranked offense. Like, they were super high, and then they could be just gone. And Ndamukong Suh. Here we go. More in motion, but stays on the left side. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle here for Foreman. And Foreman will get another first down. Carolina. Grounding and pounding. Hashtag keep pounding is definitely or just makes sense right now for how they're playing this football game. They already have 15 carries for 70 yards. Not always right, but at the end of the year, season percentage is always there. Fair enough. Takes a snap, handoff up the middle, and Foreman gets tackled for a loss on that one. Grant and Carter in on that tackle. Foreman looked like he almost got banged up on his knee, but I think he is going to get up and run off. That was a little bit of a scary tackle, but luckily nothing happens. But all right, so the Falcons get the quick tackle for a loss of about 2. So 2nd down and 12 coming. And Graham is a injured Falcon right now. Not sure exactly what is wrong with him. So he's going to be down. So we're going to have an injury timeout. Carolina 3, Atlanta 0. Carolina driving right now. It's 10:06 to go here in the second quarter. Then Atlanta is looking to... They're at the... Panthers are at the Atlanta 28. So ticked about the Vikings, yeah. Yeah. True. What's going on with the Weddle games now? What's going on with the Weddle? Let's go like here. Ooh, we got a receiver. It's taller than 6 foot. A young receiver. In the NFC, but not the NFC West. Let's go with Drake London. Okay. Oh, Drake London's only 21. Okay, that's good news. Or good to know, rather. 6'4". We're not in the NFC South, so it's either 6'2" or 6'3". 22 or 23 years old. Ooh, a high number. That's good to know. And it's either in the NFC North or the NFC... Cam Sims? Oh, no. Cam Sims 6'5". I knew that. I was just thinking about the high number. So it's either 88 or 87. It's a 23-year-old player. So he's been in the league a couple of seasons. It is in the NFC East, but not on Washington. Oh, CeeDee Lamb? CeeDee Lamb. Yep. All right, let's go maybe here. Ooh, Eddie Pinheiro. So we're short player. Ooh, really low number. I'm going to go with... Ooh. A really low number. Let's go with Rondell Moore. All right. Number 2 or number 3. It is a wide receiver. Not in the NFC. I should have known that already, actually. But a small receiver... Number 2 or number 3? Either 25 or 26. We'll come back to that. Here we go. 2nd and 12. Man goes in motion. 2 receivers to each side. Walker in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Ooh, no. They get him to jump off sides. Or was it a false start? What's the call? Atlanta definitely jumped, but was there a reason to jump? And what's the call here? It is a false start. False start. Offense. Number 70. And it will be a repeat of second down here. Loss of 5 yards on the penalty. It is Christensen. Oh, that's Brady Christensen getting the start at left tackle. Brady Christensen, a second-year player out of BYU. All right, here we go. PJ Walker now 2nd and 17 at Atlanta 33. Handoff up the middle here and fall forward for a gain of about 5. It'll be Chuba Hubbard. So 3rd and 12 coming up. Tim, are you in construction? Yes, I am in construction. Tim, you see Larson is hurt. Might be on the 4th-string center this week. Oh, no. I did not see that. I mean, it can't get much worse than Larson. Larson's not very good. So, it's not like we're really losing that much. I mean, either way, whether we had Larson in or not, it's still game-breaking as far as we do not have a good center. But I guess it could get slightly worse. Like, the only way it could get worse, I guess, if the guy can't snap the football. I guess that's the way it gets worse, and then we have some fumbles or something. But as far as a blocker is concerned, it can't get much worse. Let's go back to this real quick. Who's number 2 or number 3 in the AFC? Relatively short player. Why can't I think of somebody right now? I'm sure there's plenty of guys out there that we could go with. And I'm just drawing blanks on everybody right now. And also, I don't know why I keep thinking of NFC teams in my head. That's also annoying. It's like every time I just go to, for some reason, it's NFC. On like his 5th season. Oh, Nick Martin, right? I think so. Here we go. 2 receivers each side. Man goes in motion. PJ Walker takes the snap. Play action on 3rd and 12. Looking. And here comes the pressure. And he goes down at the 35-yard line. The ball comes out. But I think the Panthers got it. Whether it is a fumble or not, it's probably not going to be challenged. 4th down. But that's going to set it up to be a 53-yard field goal attempt now for Panero. Panero missed from 53 yards. Excuse me. No, didn't miss. He hit the upright, rather, on the 46-yard attempt. It is rainy and a little bit nasty weather tonight. So let's see if a 53-yard field goal is good for. That's a sack you just can't take if you're PJ Walker. Tough. I'm in union. You're a union delegate? I'm not in a union, though. Yeah, that is all I know about him, other than the Texans didn't want him no more. Nick Martin, right? Delay a game, offense, penalties declined, 4th down. All right, here we go. So they're going to have to punt it after that sack now. Oh my, punting it from the 35-yard line. That's insane. And it will be bouncing inside the 5 by Johnny Hecker, who has been one of the best punters in the entire football league for about a decade now. Used to play for the Rams. Rams, for some reason, let him go because this dude is a stud punter, and he downs it about the 3-yard line. Jeez. Really cushy job, I bet. What are you a union delegate for? The 602? Or what? Are you in the... No, wait. No, you're in the New York area. Never mind. I don't know what unions you got up there. Never mind. But yeah, honestly, I thought Atlanta was the easy pick there, Skin Them Alive. I'm surprised we disagree so hard. Now we got some people in the house. What's up, everybody? Did you guys not get notified right away? I'm just kind of curious if you guys have subscriptions and notifications. Either way, it's fine. What they didn't knock it, but they did knock into the end zone. Yeah, exactly. I thought that's what you're supposed to do. I came in when I got my notification. So that was pretty late, right? Like you were probably already, we're probably like 5 minutes into the game already when you got the notification, huh? Mason Tendons. That's the union? Fair enough. All right, so Mariota going to get the ball at their own 2-yard line after the beautiful punt by Hecker. Oh, jeez. 30 first-round picks out of the quarterback position throughout the league. Interesting. What's up? What up, Vlad? Think I'm already at the point of the season where I can only stomach my own team's games, getting that burnt out. You're right. But here we go. Mariota under center at their own 3-yard line to start. Takes the snap. Handoff out the middle for Algier, and Algier will get flipped upside down for a gain of about 2, maybe 3, depending on the spot. Second down coming up for Atlanta. So as Tim isn't in a union, does that make him a Freemason? Yeah. There isn't really a union for GPR guys. That's what I do. I do GPR. And if we wanted to join a union, we would only be at like the scale level of a plumber's helper or something. I don't know. Here we go. Takes a snap. Hand off to the right side. It's going to be another Algier run, and he's going to keep his legs churning. Get a gain of about 4 up to the 9-yard line. It'll be third down and about 4, maybe 3 at the 9. So third down and 4 coming up for Atlanta. Mason Tenders. Gotcha. Yeah, New York City. Yep. Here we go. Third and 4. 6.5 to go here in the second quarter. Deep in their own territory, can Atlanta get out of this situation? Mariota in the shotgun. Puts London in motion. 3 receivers bunched to the left. Ooh, takes the snap. Handoff up the middle. And he fights. Gets close to the first down marker. And I think he's just short. And I think it's going to have to be a punt for Atlanta. I mean, do they really risk going for it here at their own 13-ish yard, 12.5 yard line? Do you go for it? Oh, my goodness. Be back later. Sounds good, bro. All right, here we go. 4th and inches. They do bring out the punting unit. And there's the kick from Atlanta. It's a 3-0 ugly game here, and it's out of bounds. So 5:26 to go here in the second quarter. Shouldn't have taken the over, it looks like. This game is flying by. It's funny how it works. Whenever you pick the under, the game is so slow. But when you pick the over, that game flies. At this point, anyway, okay, I gotta go back to this. Okay, hold on. Let's think. Who's got small numbers on the AFC? Ooh, what about Waddle? Not Jalen Waddle. Oh, Waddle's 17. Donkey. Okay, so We got either AFC North, AFC South. We're 25 or 26 years old. And we're relatively short. That's interesting. What about Kirk? Not Kirk. We're all in this ballpark except he's number 13. So it's either AFC West or AFC North. Ooh, what about... Is Duvernay 13 or is Prochet 13? One of them's 3. I think... Prochet. Boom! Got him! Got him! James Prochet. What up, Red Ball Manders? Tim, can you name a scenario where Dan wouldn't sell? So, a scenario where Dan would not sell. That's a fair question. Like, what is the scenario where he does not sell? At this point, can I? Like, I'm really trying to draw up a realistic solution other than, like, Dan's just a bunghole. But is there any scenario where he does not sell? Honestly, I really don't. I mean, that's a great way to ask the question because it's like, I'm saying, like, I think it's an 80% chance. I guess it's like the only thing is I don't see the scenario, but I'm not going to say it doesn't exist. And so that's the difference and why I'm not as confident. But here we go. PJ Walker takes a snap, play action, looking, setting it, throwing it underneath, and it will be tackled immediately for Richie. And it'll be a gain of about 2. All right, 2nd and 8. 4:55 to go in the second quarter. Atlanta's 41-yard line. PJ Walker in the shotgun, trying to get him to jump off sides. Doesn't work. Now puts another man in motion. Takes the snap. Play action, setting up the screen over to the left side. He's got blockers in front, and he's down the right sideline, left sideline, and the Atlanta Falcons players tackle each other. And it's a touchdown, Carolina! Oh my gosh! It looks like it's Chenault, Laviska Chenault, the player they traded for from the Jacksonville Jaguars. And oh my goodness, you had a blitz coming from number 26, setting up the big play possibilities. And then 2 Atlanta players tackle each other like it's an episode of the Three Stooges. And he gets into the end zone. Unbelievable. And now it's from the right hash is Panero. And we have the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Unfathomable that they just ran right into each other. Oh my goodness. And Carolina 10, Atlanta 0 now. And just like there's a scenario that I can't think of that Dan would sell the team, I can't see a scenario of how Atlanta comes back right now without a massive overhaul of what they're doing because they're not playing well at all. Penalties, no run game, 10 carries, 15 yards is horrible. Mariota has been his usual average self. 4 out of 7, 36 yards. They are what is known as struggling right now. And the Carolina Panthers defense looks very strong and tough and getting up there making tackles for nothing. And, jeez. You got the +3. Nice, nice. I got Atlanta at -2.5. So if Atlanta comes back and hits the field goal to win it and wins by 3, yeah, boy, wins. But honestly, I'm actually happy about this. I'm okay with Carolina taking an early lead, forcing Atlanta to come back, because this helps my Atlanta in the over 41.5. So if I can get points from Atlanta here before halftime, we're 17 points in the first half. That's not bad. I would take that. Touchdown Carolina, keep pounding. Yeah, I mean, I have nothing against Carolina, though. I don't care if I lose $5 or plus whatever that was I just bet. If I lose, I lose. I don't care. Why does it seem like every game's a trap game? All right, here we go. So 4:34 to go. Atlanta now down 10-0. It is raining there in Carolina. And it will be a touchback here from Pinheiro. So the 25-yard line this time is where Atlanta will start. They're going back to the last play. I just can't believe the two Atlanta players run right into each other. Arthur Smith just shaking his head. All right, puts a man in motion in the shotgun, takes a snap, play action, rolling to his right, has pressure and has to try to escape. He does make him fall. Looking, scanning, now throwing into the back in the middle of the field and almost picked off. Incomplete. And it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Mariota throwing a dangerous pass, fading to his right, throwing it to the middle of the field. That's usually a big no-no at the NFL level, especially considering he put no real power into it and nearly let the Carolina safety get back into it. That is a very dangerous pass. Over is hard to come. Not every game isn't all in the line. Yeah. Here we go. Takes a snap. Play action. Looking. Rolling to his left. Scanning. Steps up. Is avoiding. Oh, and another holding penalty. And Marcus Mariota's going to throw it downfield. And this one's intercepted. And here comes Carolina out of bounds. And it's Hook. And it's 4-11. I think this is going to stand. Mariota threw it down. No, it's J.C. Horn, not Hook. J.C. Horn gets the interception. And Carolina, Mariota is struggling right now. No foul on the play. They threw the flag for no reason, apparently. Doesn't matter. I think it was probably in the area of holding anyway. So whether it was a penalty or not is irrelevant. 4:11 to go in the second quarter, and Carolina has tremendous field position here. Skins were a push. Yup. I'm just thinking of like all the games we've watched. We've seen a lot of upsets this year. Seahawks over Denver. Denver over San Francisco. I mean, I'm sure we could keep going throughout the list. But here we go. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle. And it will fall forward for a gain of 5. But of course, we've seen some blowouts as well, like Buffalo over the Packers or Eagles over the Texans, stuff like that. So it's not every single game, but it seems like quite a bit of them. But here we go. 2nd and 5 now for Carolina after the quick run there. P.J. Walker under center. 3:42 to go in the second quarter. They're at the Atlanta 40-yard line. Puts a man in motion. 2 receivers to the right now. 2 tight ends on the left. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle for Foreman. And Foreman does a little cut, but he will get a gain of about 4. 3rd and 1 coming up for Carolina. 3:30 to go here in the second quarter. Deontay Foreman against the Falcons a couple of weeks ago. Foreman had 26 carries, 118 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And he's having a decent day today as well. 12 carries, 52 yards for the young man. Here we go. Walker in the shotgun. 2 receivers to each side. Puts another man in motion. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle is Chuba. And he will get the first down. Gains about 4. 2:45 and counting here in the second quarter. Atlanta struggling to get any stop in the run game. And 21 carries, 126. Oh, they counted that Laviska Shenault as a run play, that 41-yard touchdown. So P.J. Walker didn't even get credit for the pass. That's sad. Here we go. Takes a snap, handoff up the middle, and it will be another gain of 4, maybe 3.5 for Foreman. And that will bring us to the 2-minute warning here in the first half. Carolina 10, Atlanta nothing. And Carolina looking to add to their lead after the Mariota interception. Man, oh man, oh man. All right, here we go. Why is Carolina 2-7? They don't look that bad. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand why they're just absolutely 2-7 and not looking very good. I guess it's because of a little bit of a tough schedule, but man, I don't know. Have they not been healthy and they just get healthy or something? Doesn't make much sense to me of why they're such a bad record football team. I haven't watched any of their games because they haven't played any primetime game yet. But this game, they just look like they're way above Atlanta. And Atlanta is currently a 4-5 team. Not that Atlanta is good, but I thought this would be the opposite direction, that Atlanta would be the tougher team coming out of this game. But what do you know? Carolina needs blue helmets. That would be interesting. The quarterback from Kentucky seems like maybe a good choice, perhaps. Will Levis? Yeah, I have heard good things about him. I haven't watched any tape on any of these people yet. So I don't have a preference yet. I picked the Cardiac Cats to win. There you go. What's up, Jesse James? I didn't see this comment earlier. Hey, Tim, if you had to guess who will be the... Oh, wait, maybe I did see the comment. I remember the comment, not the name. Oops. All right, coming out of the 2-minute warning, Carolina will have the football at the 29-yard line. Takes a snap. Handoff to the left side is Foreman, and Foreman will get tackled for no gain. And it'll be 3rd down coming up for the Panthers. Can Atlanta hold them to a field goal here? So Minute and 52 seconds left. Carolina? No. Atlanta will take their first time out. That makes much more sense. Minute and 52 to go. So they're going to try to give themselves some clock before halftime to try to get something going. Atlanta did get the ball first, so Carolina will get the ball coming out of halftime. So the Panthers are in really, really good spot as we currently sit. Foreman starting to slow down on the yards per carry marker. He's 4. Yeah, he just said they're averaging close to 6 yards a carry, but it's kind of, I don't really like that because technically the Chenault run wasn't really a run. It was a screen pass, but it is what it is. All right, 3 receivers to the right. Chuba, in the backfield, takes the snap, and he's going to hand it off up the middle for no gain on 3rd and 7. They tried to run the football, and they're going to force Atlanta to use their second timeout. And they're going to settle for a field goal here for Panero. It'll be a 48-yard attempt coming up for the kicker. Atlanta is the second most running percentage in the entire football league. That's interesting. All right, here we go. Minute and 52 seconds left in the second quarter. Let's see what the field goal has in store here for Panero. Panero made earlier from 46 yards out. It was off the left upright. This one is going to be from the left hash. And the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Hugging the right side on this one. It would have been good from 59 yards, according to the StatCast there. So 13-0 for Carolina. Atlanta will have 1 timeout and a minute and 47 seconds left in the second quarter to try to make something happen here before halftime. Can they get anything going? Carolina, again, will have the ball coming out of half. So Carolina really struggling right now, to say the least, in this football game. We got 40 of you in the house. Appreciate you all being here. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. Jason Rogers says, go Panthers. Yeah, Panthers fans got to be happy right now. PJ Walker, 5 for 7, only 38 yards. It's really through the run game. But I'm really annoyed that they counted Laviska Shenault as a run play right now. I just feel like the stats are just not correct. Because I feel like 41 yards should have been gone to the passing game right now instead of the running game. But it is what it is. All right, it will be a kick there and a touchback. So the 25-yard line, Mariota, need to get something going here. What's the weather like in the... Is the rain supposed to stop? Carolina Panthers. Where's the stadium at exactly? Is it Charlotte? Yeah, Charlotte, North Carolina. Charlotte, North Carolina weather. Let's see here. All right, Mariota in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the left, takes the snap, drops back, looking, scanning, gonna throw it over the middle of the field. There's Drake London, takes a big shot by Woods, and this is going to be a targeting call. Drake London takes the shot, and this is going to be a hitting a defenseless receiver on Woods. And let's see if this call holds. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down. Yep, he is defenseless receiver here. He doesn't hit him head-to-head. Fortunately, I mean, there may have been a little head-to-head contact, but it wasn't with the crown of the helmet. It would have been like the back of the helmet. So relatively clean, but unfortunately for the Panthers, they're going to hand it off up the middle here as the Falcons will fall forward for a gain of about 5 on the carry. It's Williams running the football. So after the penalty, Who went in, Tim? What a play. We got Carolina up 13-0, but the Falcons trying to put a drive together here. They're already up to the Carolina 40-yard line. Blitz coming. Mariota has to get rid of it quickly. Tipped it, and it's going to be caught anyway by, what's his name? Zacchaeus. However you say his last name, rather. He will make the grab, and it's first down. Minute left here in the second quarter. Atlanta still has a timeout. Mariota hurrying up to the line. 53 and counting. 2 receivers to each side, takes the snap, hand off to the left side, and he slips through the line. He's got good blocking, and he's going to get a gain of about 11 or 12, and that'll move the chains again. 40 seconds left. Still, clock is moving. They're not using the timeout yet. Hurrying up to the line. Mariota. Here we go. Got to hurry up. 3 receivers to the right. London to the left. 26 seconds, takes the snap, quick throw over to the left side is London, you gotta get out of bounds! And he doesn't realize it, and he's gonna gain 4, and Atlanta's gonna have to use their last timeout. London has to realize that play is to get out of bounds immediately. He tries to shake and bake back in, and that forces Atlanta to use their final timeout. That is a big mistake by the rookie. Avery Williams and London, not realizing that these guys need to get out of bounds. They're cutting it up the middle to try to get big plays, but you have to get to the sideline. The sideline is more important than getting an extra 5 yards in this situation because they just wasted about 30 seconds of game time and a timeout by not getting themselves out of bounds. The extra 5-6 yards you're getting from cutting it up the middle is not worth the time. All right, 2nd and 5. 2 receivers to each side. Mariota in the shotgun. Takes the snap, drops back, looking, throwing it under. That is a horrible decision. Oh my goodness, they have to spike the ball now. 3rd down, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. They're going to have time to do it, but that was a horrible decision there. 5, 4, and they will spike it with 3 seconds. And yeah, what in the world? Why in the world would you just throw a 2-yard pass there? That makes no sense. But they will send out Young Ho Koo to kick it from the left hash. Trying to get points on the board before halftime. Let's see if Atlanta can do it. Carolina's crowd getting a little feisty here. Let's see if they try to ice the kicker here at all. They do have 2 timeouts. And it will be a snap, a hold. The kick is up, and the kick is good. And the 33-yard attempt is good. So Atlanta gets onto the board here, 13-3, going into halftime. With Carolina on top, Carolina will get the ball first to start the second half. But let's take a look here at the stats. We got Mariota. 8 for 14, 63 yards, and an interception. P.J. Walker, 7 attempts for 5 completions, 38 yards. He's been sacked 1 time, no touchdowns, no picks, but he did throw a screen pass that counted as a run to Laviska Shenault. Shenault has 2 carries for 42 yards and a touchdown. Foreman, 14 carries, 55 yards on the ground, and as a team, they have 128 yards on the ground. Really, if you take away the 41, it's 87, which is still solid for a half of football. Leading receivers for both teams, you got Drake London, 2 catches, 19 yards for Atlanta, and DJ Morris, 3 catches, 28 yards for Carolina. Nobody's really running the ball at all for Atlanta. They had Avery Williams, it is Avery, sorry. Avery Williams does get 2 carries, 18 yards. He's now the leading rusher, and it was 2 carries on that final 2-minute drill. Not very good. Leading tacklers for both teams, you got Evans has 5 and Grant has 5. So those 2 are tied for the lead for the Falcons. And then you have for the Panthers, Thompson and Woods both have 4 apiece. You also have 2 dropped interceptions, 1 for each team, which is very unfortunate for those players. 7 first downs for Atlanta, 10 for the Panthers. 2 for 6 on third down for Atlanta. 4 for 7 for the Panthers. Penalties, 2 penalties for each team. And the 1 turnover we spoke about against Atlanta. And we have a 13-3 game. Carolina on top. Still a lot of football left in this rainy Carolina stadium. But here we go. So I missed some fireworks. Yep, exactly. Tim, they did that pass for the same reason Marcus was available this year for Atlanta. What? What up, Yuki? Hey, yo, check out Twitter post. I sent you some videos for you two to react to the near future. Okay. Pitts, 1 catch, terrible, horrible. What up, Big Sim? Yuki, you got to check your trades in the fantasy app. I sent you some trades. Or a trade. I sent somebody else a trade as well, but I'm trying to get somebody to accept a trade. So he's got... The guy I've got it going against has Cordero Patterson and DJ Moore right now. They only have about 7 points. But alrighty. We got Discord. Red Ball Banders, rather. What do you think the atmosphere in Munich, Germany will be for the game? I think it's going to be massive. I think it's going to be a sold-out show, and because NFL is an extremely popular sport, even around the NFL, and this will be the first time in Germany. I'm sure there's a ton of fans of the NFL in Germany ready to rock and roll, so I'm sure the atmosphere will be absolutely insane. And I don't know how many people will actually like the teams, but I'm sure that they will just be so happy to see NFL in that area. Man, Pitt's feeling like Terry right now. You ain't lying, Big Simp. You are not lying. I'll check trades soon. I know Jarris is going to bother me with the trades. Yeah, there you go. Going to another Texans game in person. Can't wait to get blown out again. Oh, gosh. All right. We got a lot going on here. PK Subban joins ESPN as an NHL analyst. Nice. Welcome. Devil's name, Martin Brodeur, VP of Hockey Ops. Okay. Angels will not trade Shohei Ohtani this offseason. Of course not. You would no, if somebody trades Shohei Ohtani, you'd be stupid. Ohtani is absolutely untradeable. He is invaluable. There's no value that you can put on Shohei. Literally, you could pay him $600 million and it makes sense. He plays 2 positions for you at extremely high level. He is legitimately a player worth 2 contracts at once. Like he should have to she should be negotiating as 2 different players, right? 1 contract as a pitcher, another contract as a hitter. His hitting contract will bring him $300 million, and his pitching contract would bring him $300 million. If he only makes like $400 million or something like that, honestly, that is an absolute steal for the Angels. Steal. You're getting 2 players top notch that you don't have to pay. You're going to get man in your rotation that you don't have to pay. That is one of the better pitchers in the entire entire baseball league rather. And you get a tremendous hitter that can hit the home run better than anybody. So trading Shohei Ohtani would be stupid, and you should pay him all the monies. We need an NFL game in Hawaii or Australia. That's interesting. Australia, probably not. It's not that many people that live in Australia. Like, there's more people, I feel like, that live in England or Germany than live on all of Australia. Australia's not all that... I mean, it's a big country, but it's not that populated. Go to the Commanders game, they won't get blown out. Yeah, when we play them, true. Padres reliever Suarez agreed to 5-year deal. Nice. He's not even their main reliever, right? Don't they have Hader? Jerry Tillery will not officially be waived until Friday, which means he cannot be claimed until Monday. Considering that multiple teams expressed interest in trading for him before the deadline, Tillery is expected to be claimed. Fair enough. Chargers waived former first-round pick Tillery. Yep. LeBron James will undergo tests for potential groin injury suffered in the fourth quarter of Wednesday game. Ooh, age. Father Time starting to catch up with LeBron. Raiders linebacker Blake Martinez retired? How old is Blake Martinez? He's only 28 years old. Wow, Martinez retires from football. That is very surprising. Titans QB Ryan Tannehill expected to start this week. Okay, because, yeah, they did not trust Malik Willis at all. NFL draft in 2011 had 5 players who will have 100 sacks per Sporting News. Von Miller, 122. Cam Jordan, 112. 110.5 for Justin Houston. J.J. Watt, 106. And Robert Quinn, 102. That's incredible. And also, Ryan Kerrigan was drafted, I believe, in 2011. So that's 5 players. And he's, like, really close to 100. How many did Ryan Kerrigan end up with? Ryan Kerrigan had 95.5 sacks. So you have 6 players over 95.5 sacks. That's insane. Texans wide receiver Brandon Cooks admitted to being frustrated and wanting to win. Yeah, you think? You think? Falcons offensive line Jake Matthews will play versus Panthers tonight. There you go. NFL is said to be fully cooperating with the DC Attorney General's office. The AG's office received more than $1.6 million. Million. Washington will win, hopefully. But at least Houston won't get blown out. They may even win. Steelers place Chris Boswell on IR, and they will get Matthew Wright as the new kicker. Nice. Jason Verrett tore his Achilles. Blake Martinez played 63 snaps, 91% on Sunday for the Raiders. Now abruptly retires. Game of Football had an amazing journey with some incredible franchises and made lifelong friendships. I have chosen to step away from this career at this time to focus on my family and future passions. I am excited for this new journey and appreciate all the fans and organizations that have supported me throughout the years. That is insane. So Blake Martinez retires and Hunter Renfrow and Darren Waller both go on IR. Yikes. The most correct power rankings you'll see on the internet. Let's see. Is this true? Is this the most accurate power rankings on you've ever seen? I mean, I don't think the Jets should be on this tier. What? All right. I feel like the Jets should be definitely middle class at this point. I mean, they just beat Buffalo. They're, 6-3? Like, why wouldn't they be on this tier? Doesn't make much sense to me. Like, they're definitely a better team than the Raiders or the Cardinals. And honestly, probably even the Saints. The Giants are also better than these teams. What? I mean, I agree with the top 3, 100%. I agree with those. Other contenders, I don't hate these. The Rams should be down here. Possibly frisky. I think the Chargers should be possibly frisky instead of the Rams. And I would say the Browns should be possibly frisky once they get Watson. And basically the frisky part is, do they stay relevant enough to make it to the playoffs late once they get Watson back? So I definitely like the Browns up here. So I'd move the Rams down 1, Chargers and Browns up 1. I would move the Saints, the Cardinals, and the Raiders down a tier. Titans are definitely possibly frisky, 100%. So they should be up 2 more at least. Broncos are middle class. That defense is insane. If Russell Wilson gets back, that they're a team. Honestly, I would put these 2 teams possibly frisky because you never know with that defense. So I would have the Broncos, the Titans, the Chargers, the Dolphins, and the Patriots all possibly frisky. NFL middle class, I would have the Giants, the Jets, the Seahawks, the Rams, and the Saints, maybe. Because the Saints, if they get a quarterback, they still have a lot of talent on that roster. Then I would have the Raiders, the Cardinals, the Packers, the Falcons, Jaguars, and yeah, I think that's who I would put in that tier. And then the bottom tier is fine. Yeah, bottom tier is fine. Yep, that's how I see it. Did you see Darren Waller asking for a trade? Well, he can't be traded. The trade deadline's passed, so that doesn't make any sense. All right, we're going to have to get the second half underway. There's the kick. And it will be a rolling kick, and it'll roll into the end zone, so it is a touchback. All right. What up, expert? How you doing, bro? Oh, you meant retire after the season. Interesting. Wilkes coached in Arizona, right? The Arizona Cardinal for 1 season, fired with a 3-13 record. Yep. All right, here we go. Under center rather, takes a snap, rolling to his right, looking, has a man wide open, it's poked out, and it's going to be recovered by Atlanta. And he picks it up and he gets back up and he's returning it to the left side and out of bounds. And I think this may stand. There's also a flag at the end of the play. Terrace Marshall did look like he had a couple of steps before he fumbled the football. Let's take a look. He brought it in. And, ooh, maybe he never actually has it. Hold up. This may never actually have it here. Punched out. I think this is going to be overturned. Yep, incomplete pass. Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Against the passing team. Unnecessary roughness, okay, by Smith. Shi Smith gets called for the unnecessary roughness. Okay, so it is an incomplete pass. The Carolina will lose 15 yards on the play. Ooh, Shi Smith tackling him all the way to the ground when he's way out of bounds. Yeah, he threw him. Yep, good call. He definitely throws him out of bounds way out after. So 14:55 here in the third quarter. Makes a play. Sorry, makes a guy in motion. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle here is Foreman, and Foreman will fall forward for a gain of about 5 or 6. Raiders might as well have picks because they ain't getting lucky with them. Right? All right. 3rd and long coming up for Carolina. 3rd and long. About 16. Quick throw over to the right side, and it's going to be dropped by Chenault. So 4th and 16. Carolina will be forced to punt. And 40 seconds. It's already a punt here in Carolina. Very quick drive. And Atlanta, can they get something going here? They did get 3 points just before the half. We saw a ton of scoring later in the game when these two teams faced last time. They're not the most talented rosters between the two, so we could definitely see potentially broken plays at some point. I mean, we already saw Atlanta tackle each other in the backfield to allow a 41-yard touchdown. We could see more of that easily. And it'll be out of bounds. And right around the 30, they're going to give the 29-yard line is where Atlanta will start this next drive. So Mariota, not having his most memorable game for himself right now. 8 for 14, 63 yards and a touchdown. Not much to be proud of. Because the Raiders are falling apart. All right. In the pistol, puts Pitts in motion from right to left, 2 receivers to each side. 7-man box coming up for Carolina. Takes a snap. They're going to run the ball anyway. Cordero Patterson's going to cut it all the way back, but he does get tripped up. Nice tackle by number 49. Only gets a gain of 3. It looked like he was going to have a chance to really get some yards there on the cutback, but that trip up at the last possible second was a good tackle. So 2nd and 7 here. Under 14 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Atlanta has the ball down by 10 at their own 28. Excuse me, 32. 2 receivers to each side. In the shotgun is Mariota, calling out a blitzer potentially. Takes the snap. 5-man blitz. Looking, pressure. Slips the tackle, though. Running to the right. He's going to keep it himself. And Mariota will get the first down and more. Still down the sideline, and it finally pushed out of bounds. But another flag could be bringing this back. It was a gain of about 25-ish yards. Is there a holding in the backfield? It was definitely thrown around where he does escape. Let's see here. All right. What do we got? Holding. Defense! Number 8, J.C. Horn. And it's an automatic first down. It'll be added to the end of the play. So the play stands for Mariota there. And J.C. Horn... Interesting that they call that, or no, I guess did they call the wrong player? I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know what I just saw. But either way, it was a nice run by Mariota up to the 37-yard line of Carolina now. Mariota in the pistol again. 2 tight ends on the left. Takes the snap. Handoff to the right. And Cordero Patterson has a big hole down the right sideline and gets tackled after a gain of 10. Nice blocking up front there for Atlanta. Under 13 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. The rain is definitely coming down here in Carolina. Everybody's got their ponchos. Oh, they even brought some Atlanta ponchos tonight for some Atlanta fans. 12.5 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 28-yard line of Carolina. Mariota starts this one under center. He's going to shift out into the pistol, though. Bunch formation here. Takes the snap. Handoff to the left. And Williams will get a nice run here down the sideline. And good blocking up front. It was Algier. But there is a flag. This could be coming back in the area of holding. Arthur Smith shaking his head just in frustration. They haven't had that many penalties called tonight. But it does seem like the penalties have come on very inopportune moments. So Hesse or Heese will get called. Yeah, he grabbed that left hand. Yeah, he held him in like 3 times on one play. That's actually pretty impressive. All right. 2nd and 14. Second and 11. It's 2:14 to go here in the third quarter. Arthur Smith yelling at somebody. I'm not sure what he's frustrated about. His hat is soaked. There's a lot of rain. What are we doing here? Refs don't understand where they're supposed to put the football? Wow. 3 yards closer is what it should be. They move it back. 13-yard penalty. Takes the snap. Steps up, throwing it underneath, and it'll be caught. And it'll set up. Oh my goodness, there's another flag on the play as well. What is going on right now? What is going on? No foul. No foul on the play for illegal use of hands. So now it'll be 3rd and about 8. I am so confused. Okay, 3rd and 9 here. 11:45 to go. 3rd and 9 for Atlanta. They're at the 36-yard line. Kicks his leg up. 3 receivers to the right. Takes a snap. Rolling to his right. Looking. Buying time. Now rolling to his right even more. Does make a man miss. Looking. And he runs out of bounds! What are you doing, Mariota? He ran out of bounds instead of throwing it away. And he loses yards, knocking him out of field goal range. It was the 36. It would have only been a 53-yard attempt for Younghoe Koo. And instead, the running out of bounds instead of throwing it away. And wow. And now they have to punt. Takes the snap, and there's the kick. And it will be inside the 10, and it's down at the 2. Great special teams there by Atlanta. But why did Mariota not throw it out of bounds there? He just ran out of bounds 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. I am very confused. Like, that is insane. So the holding call, it was enforced at the 28-yard line, no play, which minus 10 yards would have been at the 38-yard line. But instead, they moved it back 13 yards to the 41-yard line. I guess because they say the penalty happened at the 31. I'm not sure. But either way, it's a 5-yard. So that penalty puts us back to the 41. They get a 5-yard pass to London. And then Mariota loses the 5 yards. It would have been a 53-54 yard attempt. Very doable, potentially, for Younghoe Koo. But instead, he just ran right out of bounds. Incredible. That is very suspect. But, all right. That is what it is. Jeez. All right. Well, Carolina now has the ball deep in their own territory at their own 2-yard line specifically. 13-3. We'll see what they have in store to try to get it out of here. They have ran the ball quite well tonight. I'm sure that's where they're going to go. I bet Deontay Foreman gets another couple of carries and continues to add to his total tonight. Well, the Falcons defense force a quick 3-and-out, and then set up their offense with great field position. This is exactly how Carolina scored their touchdown. They had to punt it, downed it at the 3, forced a quick 3-and-out, got the great field position, and then a couple of plays later scored the 41-yard touchdown. Does Atlanta have the same recipe here? All right, 1st and 10 at their own 2, under center. Puts a man in motion. Single back formation is Foreman. Trying to get him to jump, and they're going to do a false start on Tommy Tremble, and they'll move him back to the 1. Ooh, number 79 jumped first. So Tommy Tremble doesn't get called. I saw Tommy move as well. It is Iquanu, the 1st-round pick for Carolina. He was the 6th overall pick. All right. Now it's at the 1-yard line. Under center takes the snap. Handoff up the middle for Foreman, and Foreman will fall forward and get a gain of a yard, but it's another penalty. They're going to be backed up to the half-yard line. Yep, holding. Was it in the end zone? Holding against Carolina. Where was the holding? This could be, if that's a holding in the end zone, that's a safety. No, the holding started outside the end zone, so it will not be a call. Has Tommy Tremble been good for Carolina? Not particularly. He hasn't done much. Holding, offense. All right, penalties declined, 2nd down at the 2-yard line. Sorry, Tommy Tremble. Yeah, he's only got 99 yards on this year. I don't think he did much last year if we look at the stats. Yeah, he didn't do much at all. He really hasn't been a factor for Carolina. I still liked him, but I don't know. 2 tight ends on the right side. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle for Foreman, and Foreman will run right into the line and maybe gets a yard. So 3rd and 9 now coming up for the Panthers. What will the Panthers decide to do here? I could see a holding penalty in the end zone coming if they try to throw the football here. I think you have to run the ball again and try to get some sort of room for your punting game. You run a lot of risk dropping back right now with P.J. Walker, especially considering P.J. Walker's not the most experienced quarterback. I don't know. We'll see. He takes the snap. They do run it up the middle here for Foreman, and Foreman he does get some running room. It'll be a gain of about 4, maybe 5, up to the 8-yard line. So it's a gain of 5. So that'll bring out the punting unit. 9:40 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Walker. All right, let's see if Hecker can do some magic here. He is one of the better punters in the football league, kicking out of his own end zone. All right, we have the snap, and there's the punt. Nearly blocked, but it doesn't work. But he does get a has room to run here. Is Avery Williams trying to get around to the outside. It'll be pushed out of bounds at the 42-yard line of Carolina. So good field position here. Rishi is in the end zone and in pain. So we have an injury as well. Oh, it literally went off of the dude's hand. But he didn't get a clean block. It hit a finger. He literally touched the punt. So close to a big, big play. Broncos should have traded for Geno. True. PJ Walker sounds like an actor's name. That would be a good actor's name. PJ Walker, a stage name of some sorts. All right, we got 35 of you in the house. What's up, everybody? Hopefully you're having a good day. Let's see here. Oh, got a couple new subscribers today. What's up, everybody? Thanks for being here. 9:01 to go in the third quarter. Atlanta having tremendous field position here. Can they punch it in to make a game out of it? They're currently down by 10. The offense has really been stifled to say the least. If it wasn't for a 26-yard scamper by Marcus Mariota, the team would be stuck at 45 yards on 14 carries, right around 3.2 yards a carry. Not very good at all. Throwing through the air, they only have 68. So that's 139 yards of total offense right now for Atlanta. Carolina, just to put it in perspective, has more rushing yards than Atlanta has total yards. But not that Atlanta's having a great day either, because PJ Walker only has 38 yards on the day. So, got to get some points on the board if I want to hit my over. Preferably by Atlanta. Want to see me do it again. All right. In the pistol, 3 receivers to the left. And Carolina's 42 takes the snap. Blitz coming, steps up, has time, good protection, and he had a man wide open. Was Kyle Pitts, and he just overthrows him. And that'll bring 2nd and 10. He was wide open on the play, and Mariota misses him. What up, Steve? I know PJ can use his legs. He was the Lamar Jackson of the XFL. True. Well, not quite, but okay. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10. Puts a man in motion. Two tight ends on the left. Takes a snap, drops back, looking, steps up, throwing to the left side, and it's almost intercepted, and there's a flag on the play, though. What's the flag? Its flag is in the secondary, and that was another easy pick dropped here. Pass interference. Defense. Number 26, Jackson, gets called for the pass interference. Not sure what the pass interference was. Did he throw him out of the play or something? Oh, yeah, that's exactly. He jammed him way too far downfield and then threw him. That's why he almost got the interception. So, all right. Atlanta getting a free first down on the PI. So it's 1st and 10 now. 8:52 to go in the third quarter. Mariota in the shotgun. Man in motion. Pistol formation. With the fullback, though. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle. And it'll be a decent gain of about 5 up to the 26-yard line. 2nd and 5 coming up for the Falcons. What up, Sifu? Seattle's going to the Super Bowl? Good luck to them. Good luck. I doubt it, but at the same time, I would have doubted they have this good of a season as they've had, so good for them. For although I got the Falcons on this, I have the Falcons as well. All right. They give them 6 yards on the... No, that's 5 yards. So 2nd and 5, 2 receivers to each side. Mariota in the pistol. Puts a man in motion, takes a snap, handoff to the right side is Algier, and Algier will be patient, and he is going to get the first down and a couple extra, and it's going to be 1st and goal from the 9. That was real patience coming there from Algier. And somehow getting a nice positive gain out of it, gain of 6 or 7 up to the 9-yard line. Weddleton, I already played Weddle, and I got the first one in 3. And I think I got the second one in 6. Scroll down a little for the rushing yards, please. No problem. Here we go. Mariota in the shotgun. Mariota takes the snap, hand off to the right side, and he'll cut back, and he stays on his feet, and Huntley will get a nice gain. Sorry, it wasn't the 9-yard line. It must have been the 19-yard line, and now it'll be first and goal at the 8 after an 11-yard run. Atlanta, one of the most highest percentage run teams in the league, starting to put some pressure on here. They're getting up to the 8, takes a snap, handoff to the left side here, and this time nowhere to go, and Huntley will get maybe a half yard on the play. No, Weddle was nice knowing you. Good night. I played Weddle earlier on the stream. You can turn it around. It was on stream. Do I have to wait for you to remind me from now? I did it at like late in the first quarter, I think. You're pretty good at commentating. Thanks, Sifu. Here we go. Under centers, Mariota at the 7-yard line now. Puts a man in motion. Takes the snap. Play action. Looking, scanning the field, throwing it to the end zone. And Drake London gets the touchdown. And he takes a shot to the head. The second time on him tonight. And it will be a touchdown for Atlanta. 13-9. Pending an extra point. And we have a ball game, ladies and gents. The Falcons on their comeback. I'm just kidding. I'll never leave you. Never. Thanks, bro. Thanks, Justin. Appreciate it. You're a good YouTuber, man. I'll sub. You're pretty good at commentating. Thanks. I appreciate the kind words. What up, Robert? How you doing tonight? Thanks for being a channel member. Same with you, Justin. I forget why. Oh, okay. Your name is Be Green because you're a channel member, but you're not a moderator. Gotcha. All right, Young Wake, cool. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and I think that may have been blocked, and it's missed. So we have a 13-9 football game with 6:15 to go here in the third quarter. Mariota, man, number 26, why? It looked like he was running right with him, but he alligator-armed the deflection. Pfft, kid can't even mod. I like how you said kid. Robert Parrish is probably like twice your age. I don't know. I actually don't know how Robert is, but that's funny. Did JW ever get the gist of the PI Vikings game that was a fierce discussion? Yeah, he was pretty upset with me. He was definitely upset with me. And, yeah. Ever get over the... I guess is what you meant. Get the gist of the PI or gist? Are you saying gist? I'm not sure, but yeah, he was definitely frustrated with me. I hope KW3 can be Rookie of the Year. Kenneth Walker III. That's gonna be tough, man. That's gonna be. I mean, he could be, but Dameon Pierce is looking really good, and he started before him. But obviously, I mean, he's had... I mean, I don't know. Because Dameon Pierce is looking really strong. I don't think Kenneth Walker can overtake him. I mean, obviously, anything's possible. I mean, if Dameon Pierce, I'm not even going to say it, but let's just say slows down and Kenneth Walker continues to put the pressure on. I know he had a big 160-yard game, but then after that, I don't know. He didn't have 100 this next game, but he did have 100 this last game. So Kenneth Walker is definitely putting up numbers for Seattle. What does he end up with right now? Stats. Walker is 570 yards and 7 touchdowns. That's pretty dang impressive. Because how many does Dameon Pierce? He's at 678, but only 3 touchdowns. The other thing is that Kenneth Walker's on a better team. Maybe that factors in. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he could. I mean, 7 touchdowns to only 3. Fair enough. I'm an old-timer. Been a fan since the over-the-hill game. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Watt Holmes. What's up, everybody? All right, we're going to get a return here. Caught around the 7-yard line. And Blackshear will have nowhere to go. He's going to get tackled at the 16-yard line, getting crushed by several Falcons players. So P.J. Walker coming on the field again. Up by 4 here. What's up, Watt? Have a blessed day, and make sure you hit that like button for my boy. Thanks, Watt. Appreciate the kind words, and thanks for the call out of the likes. How many likes do we end up with tonight? 24? We have 43 in here with only 24 likes. Let's get to 35. Come on. We can get to 35. Enough you can like the video. But here we go. In the shotgun is P.J. Walker. Man goes in motion. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle here for Blackshear, and Blackshear will get a gain of only about 2. Or was it Hubbard? Actually, it's Hubbard, number 30. So Chuba Hubbard will get a couple on the play. 2nd and 8 at their own 18-yard line for the Falcons. For the Panthers. I don't know why. I keep calling the Panthers the Falcons for some reason. A bunch of people came in and have now voted the Panthers closer to try to creep their way to 50-50. Has to be the best throw of the year and not even close. Talking about, earlier. All right, Mahomes just tweeted. I said Mahomes now. Quick throw to the left side, and it's a nice catch here for Marshall. And Marshall getting past the 50, spinning off tackler, staying on his feet, and then finally tackled at the 38-yard line. Terrace Marshall, former LSU wide receiver, gets a gain of 43 yards, and here come the Panthers. Jeez. Nice. Great center of gravity there for Terrace Marshall to stay on his feet for several more yards than he should have. Spinning off tacklers. Nice play. All right. 1st and 10. 2 receivers each side. Man in motion now. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle. And it's Blackshear. And Blackshear will get pushed ahead by his offensive lineman for a gain of 8. He's got a little quickness there, the rookie Blackshear. Know nothing about this guy. Where did he come out of? Virginia Tech. Raheem Blackshear. Only a 5'9", 190-pound rookie. And before today, he has not done anything. 9 carries for 9 yards and a touchdown, 1 yard per carry. Tonight, he's got 4 carries for 25 yards, and he's looked decent doing it. To be honest, it's going to be good. It's good to be a Seattle fan right now. I really think we have beat Tom, or we could beat Tom. I just hope that the game is being early won't factor in how we perform. Yeah, and it's in Germany, so it's super weird for you guys. Maybe I'll see a winning season before I hit the showers in the big locker room in the sky. Maybe, Robert. Let's not get crazy. Holy moly. Akeem Aquan. Jeez. Takes a snap, handoff up the middle for Foreman, and Foreman will dive ahead for the first down, but there is a flag on the play, and Atlanta saying it's going to be a hold coming back. So instead of a 1st down and 10, it looks like it's going to be 2nd and 12 for the Panthers. Holding offense number 70, and that's Christensen, I believe. Yep, Brady Christensen moving backwards. 4:06 to go here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 12. Carolina in Atlanta territory, up to the 40-yard line of Atlanta. Walker in the shotgun here. Puts Chenault in motion from right to left. 2 receivers to each side now. Now Chenault goes back in motion to the right, takes a snap, drops back, looking, scanning, now throwing to the right side, has a man open, and it's caught by Shi Smith with the grab. And it's 1st and 10. Carolina out of bounds at the 24-yard line. 3:37 and counting here in the third quarter. Carolina trying to add to their lead. Good block there by Foreman. Not a great block, but good enough to give him just a little bit more time to make the throw. All right. 29-yard line. 3 receivers to the left. PJ in the shotgun takes the snap. And PJ's going to keep it spinning. And he stays on his feet. And it's a nice run. Gain of about 7 up to the 16-yard line. And we're crossing the 3-minute marker here in the third quarter. And Carolina looking to add to this lead. A touchdown here will make it 20-9. All right, 2nd and 2. Terrace Marshall goes in motion from left to right. 2 tight ends on the left. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle for Foreman. And Foreman will use that big body to get the first down marker. Gain of about 3 up to the 13-yard line. The true question is rolling next year. If Panthers went a backup QB, who would they sign? Because they have a lot of good ones like Darnold, Baker, and PJ. I don't know, man. I think the new head coach is going to want to go get a new quarterback. Because I don't think any of those are good, quote-unquote, quarterbacks. All right. Shi Smith goes in motion from left to right. PJ in the shotgun takes the snap. Handoff to the right side, and Foreman has a crease, and he slips a tackle into the end zone. And the Panthers extend their lead to 20-9, and the scoring is starting to come. We've got back-to-back touchdowns here now between the two teams. And is this going to be how the game finishes? Do we see a run of scoring? I said they're good at backups. I see. But I would sign Darnold? No, I would keep P.J. Walker as my backup over Baker and Darnold, and I'm not kidding. All right, Pinheiro in for the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is no good! We got back-to-back missed PATs! The rain is affecting the kickers, clearly. And this game is weird. All of a sudden, instead of being 20-10, it's 19-9, and I think that's only going to end up hurting my over. Unbelievable. Hold up. If Atlanta scores 2 touchdowns, that would be 23-19, which would be 42 points. Okay, so I need Atlanta to score 2 tugs then, because if Atlanta scores a touchdown and 2 field goals to win 22-19, that's only 41 points, and I bet the over 41.5. So 2 extra points could screw me right now. But back-to-back Atlanta touchdowns here would win it for me. I like P.J. Walker as the backup because he's a guy that can come in off the bench that gives you some mobility that, you know, none of them are really good at being a passer anyway. So P.J. Walker comes in as a backup that can give you another spark off the bench if you need it, you know? Whereas I don't really see Baker or Sam Darnold doing anything for you. So I'm not a... Compare P.J. Walker to Taylor Heineke? Yeah, I mean, you literally could. As far as a backup is concerned, you really could compare the two. I would say Heineke's a bit better of a thrower and P.J. Walker's a bit better of a runner. But they're both very shifty, can buy time with their legs, can throw an accurate ball when needed. Like, yeah, I would definitely... Like, there's definitely comparisons there for sure. Next week is the Titans versus the Packers on a Thursday night. That's a weird game. I'll take the Titans. All right, does Atlanta have a comeback in them here? Minute and 51 to go in the third quarter. They're down by 10 again. Pinheiro ready to kick off. The ball fell off the tee, so it might be a little windy down there. Not only rainy, but windy. All right. Here we go. The snap. Just kidding, not the snap, but the kick off will be a touchback way out of the back of the end zone. No doubter there. So, minute and 51 to go. At their own 25-yard line, down by 10. Atlanta has plenty of time for a comeback here. They're not dead yet. Man, all of a sudden we got 60 of you in the chat. What's up, everybody? Thanks for stopping by. We're about to go into the fourth quarter here in a fierce ball game. All right. Man goes in motion. Two running backs in the backfield now. Mariota now puts Zacchaeus in motion from left to right. Takes a snap, play action. Pressure's coming, makes a guy miss. Throwing it over the middle of the field. Finds a man wide open is Zacchaeus, who spins, stays on his feet. Still going, slips another tackle. Somehow tackled at the 47-yard line of Carolina. How in the world? There was like 4 or 5 Carolina Panthers, and Zacchaeus was just refusing to go down here. So here comes the Falcons. We saw a lot on I don't know why I just threw it, but anyway, we saw a lot of scoring last game. That's what I was trying to say. Puts a man in motion from right to left in the pistol formation, and got the snap, the handoff to the left side, and spun down, stays on his feet somehow, and will get a no gain, or maybe a gain of 1 they're actually going to give him. Somehow, should have been a loss of 2. Instead, turns into a 1-yard gain. So it'll be 2nd and 9 for the Falcons. Noah watching. Tim, what's your thoughts on Andrew Tate? I'm assuming you're not talking about a football player. Like, you're actually talking about, like, Andrew Tate, the guy, like, that's all over TikTok or whatever. I mean, what's to say? 3 receivers to the right. Tight end in motion, comes back. Mariota in the pistol at the 46-yard line. Takes the snap, play action, stays on his feet, and he slings it to Algier. Somehow makes the grab, but he's going to get tackled for a big loss anyway. And that's how we will go into the fourth quarter. And it'll be 3rd and long when we come back. 19-9, Carolina on top. But yeah, he's Andrew Tate. That's one of those red pill guys, right? They figured it all out. They know all the answers. And I don't know. I would suggest not bothering with Andrew Tate. That's all I'm going to say, all right? I would suggest not. I don't think that he should be canceled, because I'm not for canceling people, but not many other people are going to live the Tate brothers' lives, so move on there. Skin them alive. That'll help. Mariota is not right mentally. It's something. I don't know. Yeah, he's not playing the best football I've ever seen him play. That's for sure. But then again, he's not a very good quarterback. Help him, someone, right? Always be the smartest guy in the room. Tim, will you be here on Monday? Absolutely. For the Monday Night Massacre, when the Washington Commanders absolutely destroy the Philadelphia Eagles. Lols. All right, we're going into the fourth quarter here. Mariota's 12 for 19, 96 yards, a touchdown and a pick. PJ Walker 7 for 11, 98 yards. When's the last time you've seen a game where both quarterbacks, neither of him 100 yards going into the fourth quarter? When's the last time we've seen that? I feel like that does not happen very often, that already going into the fourth quarter, neither quarterback is in over 100 yards. Very, very rare. Do you think Dan will be forced to sell the team? I think he's just going to sell the team. I think it's done. I think he just sells the team. Wind in the rain, rock me. Why are they playing this song? I like it. Mama rock me. All right, here we go. Mariota in the shotgun at their own 48-yard line. 3rd and 15. 3 receivers to the right. Very soft defense, but hey, the blitz is coming. Now they're going deep and incomplete. Kyle Pitts couldn't locate the football. Not a good pass. And he actually had a step on his man, too. If he was able to get a good throw going, Kyle Pitts may have been able to come down with that football. There was no safety over top, but they sent a blitz at a right time because he definitely had one-on-one there, but he threw it way out of bounds instead of getting Kyle Pitts an opportunity on the play. So 4th and 15 will force Atlanta to punt the football. So Carolina will have a chance to extend their lead here. I will offer 2 packs of chocolate chip cookies in exchange for the Washington franchise, right? Here we go. Not a very good punt at all. It's only going to be like maybe a 29-yard punt net for the Falcons. So they're at the 29-yard line. Or no, 23-yard line. Make it 3 and you can get the Wizards too. A 3 packs of chocolate chip cookies. Here we go. 1st and 10. For the Panthers at their own 24-yard line. Takes a snap, handoff to the right side. Cutting it up the middle is Foreman into the secondary, but there is a flag on the play. This could be coming back for holding. And we've seen a couple of big plays for both teams come back on big penalties. Holding. Defense! 5-yard penalty. Never mind adding it on to the end of the run. And very interesting to see a holding on the defense on a run play. It's definitely possible, but definitely the rarer of the two. Wow. Oh, Anderson gets called for it. Oh, yeah, easy call there. But, you're right. I mean, that's a good point, too. I mean, that could be called probably every single play. Takes the snap, and Foreman slipping a couple of tackles and then takes a big hit after a gain of about 2-3 yards. Cindy Live says run time. Yep. Doesn't the Falcons' loss make us the 8th team in the playoff race? Yeah, because we're 4 and 5. We would definitely take their spot. I don't know if we'd be the 8th team or not. Would we? All right. In the shotgun is PJ Walker here. 2nd and 7. Puts a man in motion. Takes the snap. We're going to swing it out to Chenault in the flat. And Chenault will get a decent gain here. Staying on his feet. And it'll be just short of the first down marker. Gain of about 6. If we go to the NFL, we go to not the schedule, the standings. Playoff. That would move us to the 8th spot. You're right. That would move us to the 8th spot. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle for Blackshear, and Blackshear will barrel through and get the first down. Gain of about 3, maybe 4. Tim, did you hear the Lakers want to trade for Beal, but Beal can only be traded if he requests one because he has a no trade clause? Interesting. That would be weird. Why would Beal want to be traded at this point? Why sign a big contract and then be traded? Doesn't make much sense. 12:50 to go in the fourth quarter. PJ Walker puts a man in motion, 2 tight ends on the left, takes the snap. Handoff up the middle for Foreman. Foreman with a nice jump cut, making people miss, staying on his feet, zigzagging through the middle of his line, and finally gets tackled after a gain of about 8, maybe 9. Foreman starting to pour it on here in the fourth quarter. This is a big human being. How old is, or how big is he? He's a 6 foot, 235 pound running back. Hefty running back there, but he's got some shiftiness to him, making some moves. Refs always paid to destroy a game. True. Here we go, Merritt. PJ takes a snap, handoff up the middle, and this time he gets stuffed for no gain. Big tackle there by Anderson. So now it'll bring up 3rd and 1. And Foreman, says, never mind. He wanted a breather, so he's tired right now. So a run up the middle may end up being stuffed here. You can see he's breathing really heavy. You know, in a vacuum, you'd say a run up the middle with Foreman is a great move right here. He's been great. But no, here we go. Hubbard's on the field now. Takes a snap. They're going to QB sneak it and get the first with PJ Walker. Good push up the middle right now. The middle of that offensive line for Carolina has been pretty solid. I doubt Beal wants to be traded because the Wizards are currently the 8th seed and the Lakers are currently the 14th seed. If they request one, he's dumb. Yeah, that's a good point too because the Lakers aren't even very good right now. Who does San Francisco play this week? San Francisco plays... I knew at one point. I don't remember now. Puts a man in motion. Oh, they're going to get... No, never mind. It looks like it's going to be a false start on the left tackle. That 7th seed spot will definitely be under 500 this year. All the teams vying for it, including Washington, all suck. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think the Bucks... No, wait. The Bucks are 4-5. They have the lead in their division. Okay. Shoot, maybe you're right. You actually might be right, as crazy as that sounds. All right, 3 receivers to the left, takes a snap. Handoff up the middle here, and it will be tackled for a decent gain. Nah, at the same time, actually thinking about it, no. San Francisco will finish with above 500. So San Francisco will at least get the 7th spot with an above 500. +3, thank you. Yep, you're looking good. True, Noah, true. Good take. All right, here we go. 10.5 to go in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 11 now after the 1-yard loss. 2 receivers to each side. Puts a man in motion. PJ takes a snap. Quick throw over to Chenault, and Chenault will spin off a tackler, but he's only going to get a gain of about 2. So it'll bring up 2nd and 11 here. 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Falcons need to get a stop. Looks like the Panthers are in field goal range, I believe. Third and 8. 2 receivers to each side. They're up to the Falcons' 22-yard line. Walker in the shotgun takes a snap. Blitz coming. And they pick it up well. He steps up. Now he has to come down, but no, because he get rid of the football. Nearly intercepted. And it is going to bring up 4th and 8. Panero will come on for the field goal to extend the lead to 13 here in the fourth quarter. Falcons starting to get close to desperation mode. At 9.5 to go. Down by almost 2 touchdowns. And their PAT their kicker has already missed a PAT on the last touchdown. Oh, it was almost picked off there for the Falcons. So this field goal attempt is going to be about 38, they're going to say 40-yard attempt from the right hash. We have the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good right down the middle, no doubter. And 22-9, Carolina Panthers on top. You place any money on this game? Yep, just $5 on the Falcons minus 2.5. Jimmy G's spot is not one to get your hopes up for if you want to make the playoffs. Yeah, but the Falcons, I mean, the Niners are just, they're a well-rounded team. They're not just one piece, right? Like, looking at the Niners, they lost a weird one in that torrential downpour in week 1, right? But they beat the Seahawks. They lost to the Broncos. Beat the Rams, beat the Panthers, lost to the Falcons, lost to the Chiefs, then beat the Rams again. So they swept the Rams. The rest of the schedule is not all that hard. You have the Chargers this week. Cardinals are struggling. They have the Cardinals twice. Saints are not all that great, especially with Andy Dalton. Dolphins are a good team. Bucks will be a tough game, so this will be tough back-to-back. Seahawks are a division game. Raiders are not very good. So they really only have two, maybe like 3 tough games left on the schedule in Buccaneers, Seahawks, and Dolphins, right? And then the Chargers are a meh team. We're meh. I mean, I can see them at least winning 9 games. At least. They're already at 4. They'll win 5 out of their last 9 with this schedule. Did you hear Snyder and Goodell lied about the misconduct? I did not. I heard that the investigation is happening, but I didn't know anything like that had already come out yet. What? What? Hi. Hi, Booba. Well, we knocking them on Christmas Eve and mark it down. Niners are well equipped, but dang injuries are delaying them. True. What up, Draco? I feel like the Eagles are getting us at the wrong time after a tough loss to the Vikings. We should be motivated and hype as well. I hope so. I hope we get them on an off night. But all right, here we go. Panero to kick it away. There's the kick. And it will be returned here by Cordero Patterson out of the end zone. Going up the middle of the field, zigzagging through. And turning on a dime there somehow, but does get tackled. And it's at the 27-yard line. So, the Falcons down by 13 with 9:17 to go in the fourth quarter. What do they got? Ruby's deciding to squeeze a squeaker. Did you hear that? There she goes. How in the heck do they have 4 home games in a row? I don't know. That's weird. After the Eagles and the next 3 games, the next 3 games are winnable. I believe that. We have one of the easiest schedules in the entire football league. All right, Mariota in the shotgun puts a man in motion, takes the snap, looking, scanning, throwing it over the middle of the field, and will be caught by the backup tight end, by Pruitt. So 2nd and 5 coming up for the Falcons. 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Do the Falcons have a comeback in them? All right. Mariota. Put a man in motion. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle here. Nice run by Huntley, and Huntley will get up to the 47, maybe 48-yard line. Nice run by Atlanta. 8.5 to go. He looks like a head coach. 3 receivers bunched to the left. Kicks that leg up, takes a snap. Handoff up the middle and will fall forward for a gain of about 2, maybe 3, depending on the spot. Stats, please. Oh, yeah, thanks. Thanks for calling me out, Eric. Appreciate it. After the Eagles, the next 3 games are winnable. True. All right, 2 receivers to each side. Mariota in the shotgun at the 46-yard line of Carolina takes the snap. Throwing it over the middle and nearly intercepted going the other way. Dangerous throw. Shaq Thompson somehow does not pick that off. That would have been a pick 6 potentially. Only Mariota to beat. Oh my goodness. How in the world did Mariota just throw that football? I mean, Thompson was there the whole time. Like, jeez. 3rd and 4. 7:50 to go in the 4th quarter. At the 46-yard line. Takes the snap. Drops back. Rolling to his right. Makes a man miss. No, he doesn't. He goes down. And it's intercepted, but it will not stand. I'm sure he's going to be down. He's down the sideline, though. 1 man to beat. And he'll be pushed out of bounds, I think, just before the end zone. But I believe that Mariota was already down by contact. It should bring up 4th and 4. Do you have a kind of Redskins apparel for Ruby? I do have a cool photo of Ruby. We have a smaller jersey that she's able to wear. I just saw it in my camera recently. Where is it? There it is. I'm going to send it to Discord again. It's a good one. Okay, they're going to go for it here on 4th and 4. They're going for it here. No, 4th and 10? That's right, because it was sack. It was a sack on the play. 4th and 10. All right, Carolina's going to take a timeout and decide what's going on. What is going on? All right. I'm going to share this photo in the Discord. Fourth and 4. Or 4th and 10, rather. Do you have Apple? Yeah, I have an iPhone. Is it Desmond Ritter time? I'm surprised Desmond Ritter hasn't started recently, or started yet. But I guess because Mariota's winning just enough games, I guess. But 7:36 to go. They're making the decision they have to go for it here. I don't really agree with it on 4th and 10. It's one thing if it was 4th and 4, but I mean, if they waste a timeout here, I think this is pretty stupid. But they're going 4th and 10. They're going to risk it here in the rain. Kyle Pitts in motion. Stays on the left side, though. 3 receivers to the left. Mariota changing the protection. 2, 1. And takes the snap. They somehow get the playoff. Mariota! Pressure! Down goes Mariota at the 40. And it's Burns. Brian Burns gets the sack. And that is make sure this game is all but over. A 4th and 10 there with 7.5 to go seemed very silly, honestly. Especially with how your offense has been looking. It's not like you're humming on offense by any stretch. And you end up taking a sack there. And I would have punted it and gave it back deep, play the field position, because you still had enough time for 2 more drives. But this game is over. Over. Do you think we'll split with Dallas? I mean, probably not. But it's possible, I guess. This one. Here you go. Here's Ruba. Me and my dog Ruby. With the Redskins jersey on. I think it's a Griffin jersey. But yeah. So, and she's got a Redskins collar. It's actually a burgundy and gold collar, but a Maryland flag pattern. for the young pupper. But look at her. She's so happy. Montgomery Burns with the sack. Yeah. Somebody put in the comments, Mariota coming to a Dunkin' Donuts near you. Who's the weirdo that's in the hat holding your dog? I don't know. I should probably check that out, huh? Who's this creeper holding my pup? Who's that creeper? Yeah, I got the skin socks, got the slippers, got the shorts, got a shirt underneath my great jersey, Sean Taylor, get a little ST in there, and then a Washington gold hat that my uncle gave me, and then a little Redskins jersey on the pup. What was your favorite win as a Washington fan? My favorite win, probably... So, favorite win that I've been to... Oh, here we go. Handoff up the middle. P.J. Walker running it to the outside. We'll get a gain of 1 up to the 39-yard line. They're going to try to drain the clock here. And at the very least, they're going to be able to punt it and pin it back deep. But they could get back into field goal range and really make it tough on Atlanta. If they make a field goal here, it would be a 16-point game. So Atlanta could get back into this game with 2 touchdowns and two-point conversions if they're able to hold them to it max a field goal. But that's a lot to ask here. All right. 2 tight ends on the right side. Takes the snap. Handoff to the right side is Foreman. And Foreman will get tripped up for a loss of 3. Nice tackle there by, what's his name? Ennis? Or Evans? Must have been Evans on the tackle. See 57? 54? That may have been him. That's 37. I don't know. But, all right, here we go. Under center on 3rd and 11. Takes the snap. Quick throw over to the right side is Moore. Moore trying to cut it back. Now cutting in the middle and cannot slip the tackle there. And it'll be only a gain of 1, so they're able to definitely wind some clock. It would be a 58-yard field goal attempt, I believe, so this will definitely force a punt to pin them back deep. But now Atlanta is in a do-or-die mode. You got to get a touchdown here, or you're going to need a bona fide miracle with some onside kicks and weird things happening or a crazy turnover. But if you want to standard play here, you got to get the kick. Can they get a block at all? Takes a snap, and it's almost blocked again, but it is not. And it'll be down inside the 5. What a play at the 3-yard line. Johnny Hecker, nice punt, but it was Franklin that stopped it from going into the end zone. And 5:18 to go with at the 3. Jeez. Mine was when we beat Dallas in Dallas. We had the Mark Brunell at QB. I think we were down 21 points in that game, and Brunell threw a deep pass to win the game with less than 2 minutes. So we were actually down 13-0 in that game, and Brunell threw 2 touchdown passes to Santana Moss, and Sean Taylor had a big hit that forced a fumble, and we ended up winning that game. And it was like in the final 4 minutes of the game. We hadn't scored all game, and then all of a sudden we had 2 touchdown bombs. That's a good one for sure. But my favorite game on doing commentary on the channel has to be that Pittsburgh game where we beat the 11-0 Steelers, and we were only 4-7 at the time. That's got to be my favorite one since I've been streaming. And the favorite one I've been to is definitely the 24-0 comeback with Kirk Cousins. You like that game. That was an incredible feeling and a lot of fun. And I don't think, 24-0 comeback. That's pretty, literally biggest comeback in history of the team. So, yeah, that's probably that one. Yeah, the COVID year. Yup. But man, that's the largest, or that's the biggest upset, but based on record. No team below 500 had knocked down an 11-0 team. So a 4-7 team beating a 11-0 team was never done before. And that was just a lot of fun to call, man. I even made a highlight of that on my channel. You can go watch the highlights of the play-by-play and how excited I was and hyped up. I mean, that was fun. I used to let people into the stream so we can chat live and people could hang out with me in the Discord. I don't do that anymore because I just don't. First and 10. In the shotguns, Mariota takes the snap. Play action, rolling, throwing it inside and incomplete. And nobody was even looking for that football. Yep, the Alex Smith one, yep. All right. Second and 10. Do the Falcons have anything? This is tough because it's raining all over the place. It's tough to throw the football right now. Fullback motions into the backfield. Algier takes the snap. Quick throw over to the left side, and it'll be caught by London for a gain of about 7. Third and 3 coming up for the Falcons. At their own 10-yard line. Mariota, under 5 minutes to play now. They still do have all 3 timeouts, but they got to get a touchdown here. You got to feel like before the 2-minute warning. Here we go. Mariota kicks that leg up, takes the snap. There's the 4-man rush. Rolling to his right. Mariota's going to keep the ball, has room to run. He gets the first down and a few extra up to the 22-yard line. First and 10, Atlanta. Do you see Matt Ioannidis? I saw Matt Ioannidis on the stat sheet, but I haven't seen his name. I haven't had a reason to call his name yet, I guess. But I don't even know what number he is on Carolina. Number 99. All right. 4:27 to go in the fourth quarter. Clock stopped. Somebody's hurt. I think it was a Carolina player. The Dallas game a couple years ago was pretty good. That's a good one. Where we exploded in the fourth quarter for 3 touchdowns or something like that. All right, 2 receivers each side. Takes a snap. Mariota, pressure coming. And does get rid of the football. It's caught and he gets back up, but he's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 4 or 5 yards. You would rather him just drop that pass. All right, second and long here. They lose 6 yards on the play. Under 4 minutes to play right now. 3 receivers to the left. Takes the snap. Rolling to his left. Looking, scanning, pressure coming. Steps up. Now throwing it deep. And it's going to be caught for a gain of 20. by Demir Burden out of bounds, stops the clock with 3:41 to go here in the fourth quarter. Gains about 21 on the play. And that's a big catch for Atlanta up to the 39-yard line. 2 receivers to each side. The drive started at their own 3-yard line. Takes the snap. Looking, throwing it to the left side. Has a man caught by Demir, and Demir will get out of bounds after another gain of about 17, 18 yards. Moves the chains. 3:34 to go in the fourth quarter. They're not dead yet. Can they make the comeback here? 2 receivers to each side. Kicks that leg up, takes the snap, looking, throwing it over the middle of the field, and Pitts somehow makes the grab, tips it to himself. Man, bobbled that one. I thought he was going to drop that potentially, but he definitely, look at that. And he makes the grab, and it's another first down. Clock continues to run. Got to hurry up, though. 3:11, 3:10, 3:09. Changing the play at the line. Gives us one of these. Says, yo, 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 this. 3 receivers to the left at the 25-yard line of Carolina. Takes the snap. Looking. Going to the end zone. Going deep. Has him in wide open, and it's Shi Smith. Gets the touchdown. And we're down to a, 7-point game. 8 plays, 97 yards, took 2 minutes and 22 seconds. Where did this offense come from all of a sudden? Unbelievable. Anytime you beat Dallas in Dallas, it automatically goes up to the top of the favorite list. True. Here we go from the right hash from Koo. He missed earlier. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is no good! And it stays a 7-point game. Unbelievable. Younghoe Koo made 71 PATs in a row, and then he's missed back-to-back PATs on a rainy, windy, nasty night. Unbelievable. Great throw by Mariota. Great read. Use those eyes to move to safety into the middle of the field. That's textbook beautiful play for Atlanta, beating the zone. Actually, it was Hodge that made the catch. It was not Shi Smith. Thought I saw number 12. I'm not sure what number he is. It was Hodge who makes the grab. What number is Hodge? He is number 12. Wait, which number is Shi Smith? Oh, Shi Smith's number 2. Sorry, Shi Smith's for Carolina. I'm an idiot. Idiot. All right, well, defense has got to hold up here. This game is all over the place. All right, here is the kick, and it will be a touchback. So the 25-yard line is where Carolina will start, and Falcons will have 3 timeouts, 2:56 to go. If they get a 3-and-out, this is well within reach. I mean, they just scored with 2 minutes and 22 seconds left from their own 2-yard line or 3-yard line or whatever it was. So here we go. What do we got? They're going to bring in Foreman, I'm sure, and here comes the run game. Defense for Atlanta's got to make the stop here. All right. 2 receivers to the right, takes the snap, handoff up the middle for Foreman, and Foreman will get a gain of about 3. Up to the 28-yard line. 2nd and 7 coming up for the Panthers. And Atlanta will use their first timeout with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. You remember beating Thanksgiving on Dallas in like 2012 with RG3 was a rookie. It was when the read option just became a thing, and that's all we ran with RG3. I do remember, and I think that game was when D'Angelo Hall got that onside kick and then slid just before the end zone. I remember bits and pieces about that game, yeah. All right, here we go. 2:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. 2 tight ends on the left, 2 receivers to the right. 2nd and 6, takes the snap, handoff to the left side, and nowhere to go on this one, loses a yard. And it'll be 3rd and 7. Now, with the second timeout used, Carolina has a decision to make. Do you run the ball again, forcing Atlanta to use their final timeout, or do you try to throw for the first down and really be able to put a hurting on this clock? I personally think I'm going to attempt a throw here because I'm trying to get that first down. You saw how quickly they scored. The timeout is really not that necessary with how much time is left. But if you get the first down, you all of a sudden, instead of giving the ball back to them with about 2:35 to go, you're going to be giving the ball with them like a minute and 15 seconds and no timeouts. So I would throw the ball here. That's what makes the difference in this game, not the one timeout. Let's see what Carolina, if they agree with me or not. Steve Wilks, what do you got in store? 2:46 to go. 2 receivers to each side. Walker in the shotgun. Moore goes in motion, stays on the left side though. Bunched up, takes the snap. Blitz coming. Quick throw, and it was nearly intercepted! Another dropped pick! And it's Grant dropping the interception. That could have been absolutely massive. PJ Walker trying to throw it. Looked like a quick inside slant to Moore. Yup, looking for Moore, and so he read it all the way. What a play by Grant. Read it all the way, but he could not bring the interception in. There's the punt, and it will be caught at the 26-yard line. And here's a return, and up to the 34-yard line. 2:33 to go here in the fourth quarter, and Atlanta will have 2:33 and a timeout and the 2-minute warning. Plenty of time. Time's really not much of the factor, but they have to score a touchdown here. Mariota 1 for 5 when trailing and needs a touchdown to tie/take the lead after getting possession within the final 3 minutes. So Mariota not what is known as a clutch quarterback down the stretch. But let's see what they got. Mariota in the shotgun, 2 receivers to each side. The 29-yard line takes the snap. They're going to hand it off up the middle and nowhere. They're going to lose a yard on first down. Clock's now running. Interesting decision here. Got to hurry up, though. You don't want to just waste a ton of clock here. They're going to try to sneak it. Derek Brown making the tackle, just making the right guard Lindstrom look silly. Puts a man in motion. And changing the play at the line. They got 8 seconds before the 2-minute warning. Got to get the snap off. They do. Here comes a blitz. Pressure right away up the middle. And he stays on his feet, somehow escaping. And you got to throw it away, Mariota. You have to throw it away. This is unbelievable that Mariota is such a dumb quarterback that he doesn't understand that you cannot afford sacks here. You can't go backwards. You did all of that to escape the sack in the pocket. Once you get out of there, you just have to throw it away. And you lose like 6-7 yards on the play. Now it's going to be 3rd and forever. It's like 3rd and 16, 3rd and 17 now for Atlanta. And we have the 2-minute warning here. Jeez. And now they are in real trouble. I mean, it's 3rd and 18. That is unbelievable. You cannot take a sack there. You did all of that to escape, got outside the pocket, and you still don't just throw the football away. That is stupid, low IQ football. And he did it earlier while they were in field goal range. He just ran out of bounds for some reason. This is ridiculous that Mariota doesn't understand. He has been in the league for 7 years, and he doesn't understand the concept of throw the football away? And you were the 2nd overall pick? Unbelievable. This is his 8th season. Now it's 3rd and 18. What do we got? So we got no more challenges in the 2-minute warning. So 1:58 to go at their own 26-yard line. Two receivers each side, a four-man rush. Looking, throwing it over the middle of the field, and he had a potential man, but he overthrew it too far inside. I also think Zacchaeus was scared to get hit. Now it's 4th and 18, and this game is all but over. Tell us how you really feel about it, Tim. I mean, that is just stupid, low IQ football right there. That is horrible. And you also throwing it to Zacchaeus. You have Kyle Pitts, who's 6'6". You have Drake London, that's 6'4". You're throwing it to your shortest receiver in these moments. That's just crazy as well. But here we go. Minute and 54, and the game comes down to this. If they don't get it, the game is over. Takes the snap. Four-man rush. Steps up. Down goes Mariota with a sack! And Haynes gets the game-winning sack, and Carolina is going to take this football game. Wow. What are you doing, McGrary? The right tackle doesn't even block the end man on the line of scrimmage. Unbelievable that he doesn't. This is just ridiculous. Atlanta. I would be so mad as an Atlanta fan right now. Oh my goodness, how does your right tackle on the most important down just not block the defensive end? How is that possible? PJ hands it off up the middle here, and Foreman will get a gain of about 3.5 or so, up to, I believe, the 15-yard line. Atlanta uses their final timeout, so 2 run plays for Carolina will allow them to run the clock down to about 15 seconds-ish. About 15-ish seconds plus the field goal. And, I mean, even if they miss the field goal, you now have to go probably a lot. So, not good. Atlanta fans were expecting nothing to get mad at. Weren't expecting much? Yeah, I guess. But, man. Well, Tim, good night. All right, man. Good night, Noah. All right, Walker under center. Puts Marshall in motion. Don't know why that's necessary. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle. We all knew you were going to do that. And Foreman will dive ahead for a gain of 4. 3rd and 2. More like Mariota doll, am I right? Mariota. Like, oh my gosh. I mean, that is just horrible football by Mariota. And that Atlanta offense. I mean, that's just bad. Mariota is terrible. Jeez. I mean, Falcons fans, when are you going to call for Desmond Ridder at some point? I mean, Desmond Ridder at least has some potential maybe, but Mariota is just terrible at football. PJ Walker takes the snap, handoff up the middle, and he gets the first down and the game. Oh, wait, hold the phone. Flag on the play. Holding. Offense. Okay, don't chalk it up yet then. Iquanu gets called for the holding, and the fans thought the game was over. Oh, yep, definitely a hold there. So, all right, the game's not over yet somehow. So now it's going to be 3rd and 12 on the play, or 3rd and 13, or whatever it's going to be. Somehow it's 3rd and 11? How is it 3rd and 11? I don't know. Whatever, it doesn't matter. 3rd and 11. All right. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle for Foreman. Foreman. And will not fumble the football. That was the only way Atlanta would really have a shot here. 40 seconds will take it down to about 12 seconds on the clock. Carolina will use their timeout at the very end. And it looks like this game is going to be over. If you could choose one of the 32 starting QBs to have as a voodoo doll to torment, who would it be? Dak Prescott, of course. Or Jalen Hurts. That's a good one, too. I don't know, somebody in my division. I don't have to do it to Daniel Jones, though. So, Dak Prescott or Jalen Hurts. One of the two. I think the Falcons going into the season were playing for the first pick on the draft when they gave up starting job to Mariota. They messed up and won some games and stuck with Mariota now. Yeah. True. But they have Desmond Ridder. They have an interesting young quarterback already on the roster. But 14 seconds left. Pinheiro will come in for the field goal attempt. What if he misses it and we see the most insane ending you've ever seen in your life? Here we go. 37-yard attempt for Pinheiro from the right hash. We have the snap, and the kick is good, and the game is over. Pinheiro is hyped up, but now they do not have a chance because the game is out of hand. Have you ever seen a 25-15 final score in a football game? Or in a NFL game? How many games in NFL have ended 25-15? Let's do Control F 25. No. Oh, they're going to have September 25th everywhere? Let's just go down then. 25-15. There's got to be less games rather than on 25 than we've seen the other way, right? They're going to return it to the 20. Points win, points loss. Okay, here we go. So 52-25 we've seen. 25-15. How often has this happened? 25-26. 25-40. 25-36. 25-30. 25-29. 25-48. 25-37. 25-47, 25-35, 25-41, 25-15. So we've only ever seen a score end 25-15 3 times in history. So this is only the 4th time in history we've seen a game end 25-15. That's interesting. The last time we've seen it was in 2012. Interesting. If you don't know, now you know. All right. Well, that's the game. 25-15, Carolina on top. Mariota, 19 for 30, 186 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. PJ Walker, 10 for 16, 108 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Deontay Foreman, 31 carries, 130 yards, and a touchdown for the young man. Wow, have a day. As a team, Atlanta ran 25 times for 138 yards. That's not that bad, but overall, nobody really had a day. Leading receiver for the team is Demir Bird, 3 catches, 58 yards. Hodge and London both scored a touchdown. Then Terrace Marshall, the leading receiver for Carolina, with 1 catch, 43 yards. Had it just there on that final drive, or the second to final drive, I should say. Luvu, 12 tackles, leading tackler for Carolina. Leading tackler for Atlanta was 10 for Evans. Younghoe Koo missed 2 extra points, and Koo went 1 for 1 on field goals. 4 for 4 by Pinheiro on field goals, and 1 for 2 on extra points. Looking here at the team stats, you have 20 first downs for Atlanta, 18 for Carolina, 3 for 11 on third down for Atlanta, 6 for 15 on third down for Carolina. Total yards were pretty dang close. You had 4 penalties for Atlanta, 10 penalties against Carolina, and they still find a way to win this game. 1 turnover for Atlanta in 34 minutes to 26 minutes on the time of possession. I think I saw at least 3 to 4 dropped interceptions between the two teams. I mean, you had easy interceptions just dropped over and over again. So very interesting final game, or Thursday night game, I should say. But that is how the cookie crumbles. I appreciate everybody in the chat. I believe we had like 4 new subscribers today, which is awesome. Very cool. And let's look again. Yep, 4 new subs. I appreciate you guys. Huvan Lee, what's up, bro? Says, enjoyed your call of the game. Thanks, Tim. Thank you for being here. I appreciate everybody that's left some comments. And you guys are awesome. And we will see you next time on Sunday. Definitely Sunday night. We'll see if I do any of the other games. It'll be a long day. There's the game in Germany, potentially. But I don't know. Probably not the one in Germany I'm going to do. But for now, I will see you Sunday night. And, of course, Monday night for the Washington game. So thank you very much. And until next time, see